Hey, cuties. Happy Sunday. Thank you guys for joining me. It's my Aunt Debbie in here. Aunt Debbie. Hey. Hey, Aunt Debbie. Thank you for calling me yesterday. All right, guys. You guys know I'm going to have to work this out a different way. Ugh. I like the way the music sounds when I'm playing it from my desktop, but then I don't like when I don't have any music when I first start talking. So give me 1 second, guys. Let me get one device ready. And then, okay. Here we go. All right. And one more thing, guys. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry. This is crazy. All right. Let me bring some music up to play. Dog it. I wish I could talk over that music. Okay. Let's try this. Let's try. Hold on, guys. Sorry. Thank you guys for joining me. Please hit the like button. I promise I'm ready. Let me try this song. Let's see. Oh, shoot. Chit chat with Cuties. I hope you guys can hear it. Thank you guys for joining me. Hey, SKR. 161 people joining. Shout out to the cutie crew. Shout out to the cuties. Shout out to the cutie mods. All right. This not gonna last long, so let me go ahead and turn this down. But good evening, guys. Happy Sunday. Thank you for joining me for this live recap, open panel discussion on Love in Maritinsville, Season 6, Episode 29. Feeling protected and using protection. A whole hot mess. But let me say some hellos. My music gonna stop in a minute. I do believe. I don't know how long I did this, but let me go ahead and say hellos. Hey, Neva P. Hey, Deborah. Hey, Irene. Hey, Miss Lady. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Red Ann. Thank you for the message earlier, sis. Hey, Tay. Hey, Missy. Teresa Wright. Hello, pretty eyes. Paper Chase. Oh, I like that name. Paper Chase. 22. Shout out to you. Thank you for being a member of the Cutie crew. The fabulous Linda Greer, baby, is in the building. Hey, Tyra. Hey, let's be clear. Hey, Neva S. We got both Nevas joining us tonight. Hey, Teresa. Again, I believe I said hi. Hey, Juan Davis. Hello, hello. Hey, Deborah Jackson. Hello, Kashori. Hey, Mama B. Hey, Trisha. Let's see. Hey, Too True. Hello, Yvette. Hey, Monica. Hey, Lady D Keys. Okay. Hey, Lizzie. Okay. We're going to play that one more again. This is a quick hello. Empowered woman. Good evening. We got my sis in the building. Pink Diva representing. Hey, sis. My cutie mod as well. Hey, Lois. How are you? Hey, Louisiana chick. Be patient, cuties. I am on my way. I'm here. Hey, Tia P. Hey, SY. Hey, Sharna. My name only. Hello. PN2 Ross. Hello. Hey, baby girl. Yay. I'm glad you caught alive. Hello, just listening at Thea SKR again. Let's see. Phyllis Crawford, Gloria Chop, Delicia, my Aunt Debbie, my Aunt Debbie, our Aunt Debbie, but you guys know I'm spoiled. Our Aunt Debbie. Thanks for joining me, Aunt Debbie, joining us. Hey, Lizzie. Liddell, hello, Fifi, hello, Irene, Miss Tina, Joanna, Phyllis Crawford, Ebony Dancer, Sherry McLean. Okay, we almost down to the bottom. If I missed anybody, so sorry. Missy, I believe I got you. Cookie from The Shy. Hey, Cookie. Hey, Karen. All right. Sherry McLean, did I get you? I believe so. Hey, Butterfly Kisses. Hey, Alf. Hello. Okay. LaDawn. Hey, LaDawn. I see you on my phone. Peaceful Journey. Hello, Mama Bees. Hello, Mary Willis. Hello. All right, let's see. Love Me. Hello, Melissa. Hello. Square Biz. Hey, Square Biz. Okay. I'm sure I missed somebody. If I did, you guys know it is not on purpose. We're going to get started. Chronicles of Kim K. Hello, Tyler and Ty Mom, G Mom. Hello, Tayetta. Chicago in the building. Shout out to the Chi-Town sisters and brothers representing. I appreciate you guys representing the Chi, okay? Let me go and do this real quick. I'm feeling it.
If you don't know by now, I'm talking about Chi-Town. Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to the Chi. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to each and every one of you. As I mentioned, if I missed you, I am so sorry. I'm still scanning. Renita, hello. Daughter of Christ, hello. God's Grace, hello. Mimi Tales, hello. See, this is why I scroll down. May, June, July, hello. Let's see. I think I got everybody. So far. Yeah, I think I got everybody. I do believe, but we're gonna go ahead and get started. Crochet and music. Scrolling. I wish you guys could see when I scroll. Oh, I get dizzy. You can't claim the shot. You from Elgin. You on the outside. You could go and represent Trisha. You could represent. You know we embrace the suburbs. So yeah, Chi-Town. Do you, Teresa? I'm gonna play. I'll play it at the end through the desktop. It sounds much better. But thank you. Trending. That's my little sis, y'all. Hey, trending at some point. Thanks for joining me. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Hey, Mary. Mary representing the shy as well. But let's go ahead and get started. You guys know I take detailed notes, and I need to try to cut these notes when I'm doing a live recap. I just can't get out of it. But I promise next season, even for videos, if I do a recap, I'm trying to get that down about 30 minutes. 30 minutes. So I'm going to time myself and see if I can do this live recap in 30 minutes. Let me see if I do this. They don't look right either, child. Let me stop it. See, that's why. Okay, let me stop this for 1 second. And let me do it this way. Let me do it this way. Let's see. Okay. I added it as an overlay, but we'll go ahead and do this so I can see myself on the side. But thank you guys again for joining me. 250 people watching. Please hit the like button. Tyra, I know you represent NOLA, Louisiana. Yes. Yes. You guys drop down in the chat. Let me know where you're from if you haven't already. But yeah, thank you guys for joining me from all across the globe. I'm gonna go through my analytics again, but we got cuties that watch from the islands, Trinidad, Bahamas, Europe, everywhere. Okay, Canada. And I want to represent or make sure that I acknowledge you guys as well. I want to I'll do that one day this week. I'll look at my analytics. But yeah, I appreciate each and every one of you. We're going to go ahead and get into this recap because this is an open panel and I do want to know what you guys thought about the episode. So again, this is Love and Marriage Huntsville, season 6, episode 29, Feeling Protected and Using Protection. It started off with the group meeting up for the dinner, that the Fletchers, had prepared for them. Martell tripped me out because he wanted to know if they're fixing their own place. Yes, you are. A lot of wives fix their husband's plate, but you divorced. So go ahead and do that thing. Stormy and Courtney arriving late and with the baby. And I think that was purposely. I don't know about you guys. I'm not feeling Stormy. I'm just sorry. Even in this scene, she said that I should have stayed at home. Yeah, you should have. Well, in her confessional. I just don't like her energy. And Courtney, nothing against him standing by his wife. I get it. But he follows Stormy's lead when it comes to this group. If you guys can look right here on this picture, look how Stormy looking. Just look. So they had the baby with them. Cute baby. Chess is adorable. She said that the babysitter couldn't make it at the time that they took their flight or whatever the case may be. I think it was a big excuse. Just a big excuse. They also said they weren't staying in the house, child. So it is what it is. Yes, trending. That's Stormy. We over you. For real. That attitude, no ma'am. You would think Stormy had been here from the beginning. All this attitude that she brings. Take that on over to Bell Collective. I'll be doing a recap as well one day this week on Stormy and what's her name? Latrice. Yeah. Their conversation. So I'll do that probably tomorrow. But anyway, Maurice mentions his interview while they are eating dinner, his interview with Carlos. And, he said that he was just joking in that interview. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. You meant that. You just didn't think that it would go viral. That's what you didn't think. But you mentioned, what you said to Carlos, you said that with your chest, okay? Yes, trending, didn't she? That's a good comment, trending. Stormy talking about UPS and lost some packages. People were stealing, child. She was just a smiling, all tea. But look at her in this scene. Look at her in this scene. Now that's the face that I expected when you come out and say UPS employees were stealing your packages, girl. Bye. Thank you for that trending. But yeah, Maurice didn't think that disgusting mess that he said about his wife would go viral. But in this scene, Miss Kimmy did what she always does. Excuse me. Swooped right on in to save Maurice. She took over the whole conversation, just like she did a couple years ago at the reunion about the ATL trip. I don't know what's up with Kimmy. Um, and I get into the roles as far as protection because Kimmy has protected Maurice. Maurice hasn't protected Kimmy. Tisha has protected Marsau. Marsau definitely didn't protect Tisha in this episode. But yeah, Kimmy took over that conversation and she never lets him attempt to explain the unexplainable because you can't even explain that away. I'm sorry. Maurice said that with his chest, okay? But Kimmy said it just came out wrong. That's all. It came out wrong, and it was disrespectful. And the only thing that she really didn't like was it took Maurice too long for him to realize that it was wrong. It took him long because he wasn't wrong. You may feel like it was wrong. If it took him long to realize that, as I just stated, Maurice meant that. Period. Um, he meant exactly what he said when he said that she was suffering through her cancer journey and she had to suffer through sex with him because of that. Yeah, he meant that. But anyway, Maurice tried to clean it up. He said that he really put Kimmy in a bad position. And if he can just go back and press the delete button, he would. And then in their confessional, he told Kimmy, if I could delete that and just take that back, I would be a good husband or whatever he said. I'll go back to being a perfect husband. And Kimmy had to give him the side eye. Like, no, you ain't no perfect husband. But yeah, that was that on that. They asked Mel, let's see here. Did I miss that part? Hold on. In my notes. I sure did. Nell then asked Martell about the wedding band. Now we know his sorry arse put that wedding band on to number one, if you ask me, make a fun out of the devastation of he and Mel being divorced. Why even do that? Nell asked him, no, and Martell said, well, wishful thinking or whatever he said. He's just so goofy to me. But anyway, Nell, she cracked me up when she said, so you wishing she take your arse back? You wishing she take your arse back? And naturally, he didn't say anything. But, like I said, Martell is very calculating. And he wanted to, I think, get a rise out of Mel. He didn't get it. They asked Mel if that was the wedding ring, and she said, I ain't even look down there, paying him straight dust. But yeah, that's we'll talk about that when you guys hit the panel in a minute, because that's taunting to me. Martell ain't that damn stupid. You're not getting Mel back. You still got coleslaw. A week before that, the damn revenge P was released and all that. So why even play games like that? Just crazy. But let's see. That is when they asked Mel about the ring and all of that. That's when Marsau, I had to, go ahead and tip my little hat to Marsau. And he said, look, y'all need to stop doing this. Stop trying to bring them together. Um, Stop trying to bring Mel and Martell into the conversation. It is Martell Holt and Melody Rogers. And Mel said, thank you. Like, damn, can y'all stop? So I was like, look at Marsau. I like that, Marsau. You came out and shut it down when it comes to Mel, but you was being a little shady to Mel over the weekend when it comes to that Facebook post with Kiki. So this is where they confuse me when it comes to the cast, because I did love them all as a group, and I'll get into that a little bit later. But Courtney and Stormy get up to leave. And, like I said, they shouldn't have come. And they said that they were taking a baby back to the hotel because the babysitter finally arrived. So they are not staying at the house. Courtney said he didn't want to share a bathroom and all of that. And I don't blame him when it comes to that. But I got a chuckle when Marsau asked if they want him to keep the baby. And Courtney was like, hell no, you don't even keep your own kids. So facts, Courtney, and it was funny. And it was funny. What you catch, sis, LaDon? Let me stop looking at that chat. But everybody laughed. Everybody laughed because they were trying to play this baby thing on into it, if you ask me, with Tisha at one point feeling like she was pregnant. And then Marsau then asked, why is everybody talking about Marsau and babies? So that seemed like it kind of triggered Mel. I think that was the first time that Mel kind of realized something going on with this baby thing. So she asked Tisha if she wanted another baby. And Tisha went into the whole thing. She was sick, yada, yada, yada. Now, Marsau, this is where you got on my nerves, and I'm just sorry. It is very disrespectful to automatically go to Tisha is probably cheating. I didn't like Marsau when it comes to this conversation about Tisha cheating at all in this episode. Now, I was one to believe that this was made up, this scene that, and I based that off of the trailer, but watching this scene made me change my mind. You guys, I'm gonna get to that peaceful journey. She sure did. Um, but you guys let me know if it changed your mind, because I really thought that whole pregnancy scare and all of that, but this anger seemed real to me. Unless I'm just getting real soft, child. I don't know. But yeah, I just didn't like that. Marsau knows damn well Tisha is not cheating on him. And he just made her look really, really bad. It also shows the immaturity of these men on this show, and how easily their ego is broken. Because again, Tisha has protected her husband for years. We know that. But anyway, Kimmy goes into the whole vasectomy thing, and she understands Marsau's hesitation. She spoke on the rumors of Marsau cheating and basically said now, she spoke on the rumors of Marsau cheating and how Tisha blindly trusted him, and now it's his turn. So I don't know, maybe Cutie Crew will have a quick pop in this week about blind trust. I want to know if any of you have blindly trusted your mate, husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever the case may be. I think that's a good discussion. But anyway, Tisha asked Marsau if he trusts her. And he said, and I'm sorry, Marsau probably would have got popped. He said, I got a lot of trust for you. So the man couldn't even say, yeah, I trust you. But here we go. We've been talking about Tisha for 6-7 years. About, girl, open your eyes. I know this, we talking about blind trust, but we've been telling her to open her damn eyes for years. And now this man is saying that I have a lot of trust in you. Not, I trust you 100%, baby. That didn't happen. But Mel said, Mel was on it, baby. Mel said he trusts you as much as he trusts himself. So don't worry about it. And Marsau feels like taking a pregnancy test makes him not trust her. Mel then defended Tisha and said, "You're not going to do this. She hasn't cheated on you, and it's a small percentage the vasectomy can fail and leave her alone." Loved it. Tisha, Kimmy, did you guys see that? Because that's what the hell we have been wanting from you guys when it comes to what Mel went through with Martell. I have never, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, I have never seen Tisha and Kimmy defend Mel in the way that Mel just defended Tisha in that scene. Loved it. But Mel said she believed you with the back photo and you not answering if you cheated or not. Mel was on it. Mel was on it. Teresa Wright. Okay, I'm gonna read a couple comments. Trust. Okay, sis, you say you got trust, but your eyes wide open. Neva, I knew you heard. Okay, y'all talking about how what a cornbread child. Okay, let me see. Anybody else? I don't put nothing past the man, and my husband is a minister, been married 21 years. I know that's right, child. I never blind. I'm never blind, but I trust my husband. Yeah. Yeah. Right. That's a good way to put it. That's a good way to put it. Trust but verify. I love that, Sandra Day. Trust but verify. Okay. Um, Teresa, I didn't believe those rumors not one bit. Not one bit. Renee, yeah, I'm looking to see that as well. You say you want to know how Mel and Martell get paired up next week after she specifically said she didn't want that. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. But anyway, let me go ahead and finish. Like I said, Mel laid it out on Marsau, and I love that. Tisha said she wants blind trust from him like she does with him. And it got to the point where Nell Fletcher just had to shut it down. She said, "Look, men, y'all go y'all way, y'all talk about that, and the ladies, we gonna go our way." I love the scene. Let me say this right now. Love the scene, love the core six, and love the Fletchers. Everybody else can go. Everybody else can go. Stormy, Courtney, Kiki, Tiffany, and Big Lou. Everybody else can go. This brought me back to old love in Mary Huntsville. I don't know about you guys. And I like the dynamics now. We do know they are cordial co-workers, but when you have a history of being friends, you're able to let loose just a tad bit more. And I just loved it. I don't know about y'all. But excuse me. What I didn't love is Marsau trying to paint his wife out to be a cheater. I ain't like that at all. Period. But what's next? Next up is the ladies in the jacuzzi. And I'm sorry, guys, for this collage again, but this is what I got to do when it comes to live recaps instead of trying to put them in a video. But next up was the ladies in the jacuzzi. All of the ladies look great. Okay, so we know that Mel is the youngest out of the ladies. Tisha, Kimmy, and Nell Fletcher, they all look great to me. Mel walked up with her sunglasses, child, and Tisha tells Mel she looks like Martell with those glasses on, and Mel wasn't feeling it. Mel came to a complete stop, gave her a look like, when are you gonna stop? All of you stop talking about me and Martell like that. She's just tired of them putting them together in any type of way, and I don't blame her. But they teased Mel. Mel was videotaping herself, child, had her phone, and they teased her about it. And Mel said that, this is what I do when I go on vacation. She said when she was married, excuse me, she never went out much. And baby, that's when Mel got into the conversation of being with a Negro. for 4 years and not having the big O. Not 4 years, Lord have mercy, having 4 kids that a Negro and not having the big O. Now, we gonna discuss this a little more in maybe a power hour or maybe members only. I do know that we all discussed this. Some of us discussed this before, um, but it's more members, and we didn't do it out in the public. I don't believe. And I want to ask you guys: have you guys ever experienced that? I keep my comment child to whenever we meet. But it is possible. Let me say that. Trending child. Never. All the ladies were shocked. All of them was shocked that, Mr. Martell, let me just say this. Oh, child. I don't want to be messy. Child. Let me say this. Most times, men like Martell with that actual appetites are the ones that ain't hitting it in the bedroom, baby. That's all I'm gonna say. So yeah, but Tisha was like, you never showed him like where your spot was and all of that. And Mel, mentioned how I told you guys seen how I said I like to be talked dirty, talk to me dirty. Martell didn't want to do that. But she really did go ahead and admit that sex was just not at the forefront of their marriage. And she said, especially not like y'all. I added that in. She ain't say it like that. But she said, like it's at the forefront with Maurice. So I was glad that she threw that on in there. Know what? No, Trisha Berry. We have to discuss that child in members only. Didn't we talk about this before? LaDawn, Pink Diva, somebody. I thought so. Child, let me go ahead and shut up. But anyway, Mel went ahead and brought that thing to the forefront when it comes to sex being at the forefront for Mr. Maurice Scott, and it is. Kimmy can't act like that was a one-time thing as far as what he said with Carlos King. Maurice and Kimmy been talking about sex since they stepped on the show, and we over it. But Kimmy tells the group that, the interview was very rude and crass. And she said that she just didn't feel protected by what Maurice had to say in that interview with Carlos King. Tisha asks what made her feel that way. And then she mentioned how fondly Maurice spoke of Kiowa. That's my ex-wife. That's the mother of my child. That's it. That's that. And basically, he didn't say too much about Kimmy. So yeah, that's definitely not protecting Kimmy, and that's a big red flag. A big red flag. A little transparency right there when it comes to Kimmy, because she don't really try to talk about her feelings like that. So at least she let it be known that she feeling some type of way as far as how Maurice is talking about Kiowa. And we already know how Kiowa feel, child. Kiowa, excuse me. Yes, Red, and under the bus without stopping. We already know how Kiowa feel about Kimmy, and I think that's why Kiowa and Monster are not back this season, second half. Before I go on, 472 people watching. Please hit the like button for me, guys. Wasn't she Chronicles of Kim K? Chronicles of Kim K say Mel was quick on her feet this entire episode. Yes, she was. I love this episode. Like I said, it was parts that I didn't like as far as Marsau, but this the group. This the group. What else? Mel said that she said, well, now y'all see what I was talking about. I had many years where I felt like I was not protected. And Tisha asked Mel if she told Martell that, and Mel said, absolutely. And we know she did. Like I said, that's a big deal and a deal breaker if you don't feel protected as a wife. That's another conversation that we will have. Hey, Beatrice, power hour members only. Have you ever been this is for married folks, because I think that's a different level of protection. But have you ever been married or are you married, and do you feel protected or not? Yeah, that's a deal breaker, because nowadays, I hate to say this, and I'm not saying all, but nowadays the majority of the women are the protectors, and the men, are getting protected. That's just how it is. We protect them when they fall short in areas. Kimmy is a good example of always trying to protect Maurice, that cleaning up his story. So that's a really, really good discussion that we shall have coming soon. But they then asked Tisha if she really believes that Marsau is being serious. Is he really mad? And Tisha said yes. So Tisha said, no, he ain't joking. He's really upset. Um, and Tisha said, well, you know what? I'm sorry, Mel said, that's the thing. We don't hear and we don't listen, and we make it what we want to make it. Straight facts. How many of us have ignored some red flags? Or again, how many of us have brushed over what may have been said and tried to make it what we wanted it to be? So we can discuss all of this stuff when you guys hit the link, but when I'm done. But this is the power hour ish. So we out of here like hour and a half. Well, depending on how soon I can stop yapping. But that was another scene that I love, guys. You can tell that there is still some type of friendship that unfortunately has started to dwindle because of this show. It was authentic to me. I don't know if you guys feel like that scene was authentic, but I saw a different friendship completely, if we can call it that. Um with Mel and Kimmy and Tisha. And I love again Nell Fletcher. Coco Houston, the link is in the chat if you would like to join the Cutie Crew or anybody else. But thanks for asking. So yeah, it was authentic to me. When you guys, whoever come up, let me know if you guys love that scene. I know that Carlos at one point had to have a conversation with with all of them, besides Chris and Nell, and it seems like it's paid off for me. I loved it. Next up is the fellas chat. Marceau asked what they would do in that situation as far as Tisha with this pregnancy test. And Chris Fletcher said, well, how about communication? And I agree. Chris, how do you go from a wife that has stood by you, damn near followed your rules, stay at home mom, you didn't want her to get out and network and all that? Tisha has done everything Marceau wanted her to do for him to turn around and treat her like this. Straight dirty. But I agree with Chris Fletcher when he said communication. Martell's goofy earth. I wish I would have took some pictures of Martell when he was trying to say what he said, because he had his ass closed. I don't know if his eyes are hurting from the procedure. That was weird to me. But he said, he's on this big quest to prove that women cheat as well. And Martell is on Marceau's side. And because Marceau can't produce children. And that's straight BS, because again, we know there is a slight chance that he can. Vasectomy is not 100%. And that's the whole thing. Men are just different, child, because they making this big deal out of this. And the doctor tells them before the procedure that, there is a slight possibility. Let me break real quick. Chronicles of Kim K. Thank you for joining the Cutie Crew. I appreciate you. And Coco. Coco, thank you as well. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. All right. But yeah, so we know Martell was down with yeah, she cheated. But where was I in my notes? Um Ciao. Okay. Well, anyway, Tisha, this is what it looks like being married and being unprotected, because there is no way in the world that Marsau should be having this discussion with these men or anybody else. Marsau is not slow. We know Marsau is intelligent, and he knows what the doctor told him. So he got Tisha out here looking like a whole 304. And that's a darn shame to me. But Maurice said to Marsau, Tisha is basing her decision as far as that pregnancy test after how she was feeling when she was pregnant before. Like, you can't understand that. And Chris told Marsau that he's making this out to be more than it should be. I agree. Marsau Child said he is rethinking every damn thing. He rethinking the whole damn marriage. And it's the audacity for me. Thames. Thames said deflection to avert detection. That's what's going on. You better say it. But yeah, this man is acting a complete fool. That's why I wanted to put this screenshot of him with his hands over his face and all of that. I just can't believe it, but it just proves how fragile men and their egos are. Pink Diva, sis, thank you for saying that. He's a mega gaslighter, but had the nerve to say Tisha was gaslighting him. Baby, no, sir. No, sir. But what else? He said ignorance is bliss. He didn't want Tisha to bring it up, period. Like, don't even mention that to me, even though we know that it's a possibility that it could happen. But next up is Tisha and Marsau. This is when they were in the bedroom speaking about it. Tisha was upset. Do you hear me? And Tisha stood her ground. I like this, Tisha. Now, you know, we've been telling Tisha this for years, girl. Quit letting that man clown you and son you. Well, not son you, but daughter you, like you his daughter. She stood her ground. She went off. And she let him know that she always trusted him. And, she don't appreciate him not trusting her. She said that she's his wife. And she's never gave him a reason not to trust her, and that it is hurtful. And that's when Marsau said, you gaslighting me. This is gaslighting. Man, ooh, child. Hey, Megan. Hey, Tennessee girl. This is gaslighting. He's the one that's gaslighting, but that's what gaslighters do. They try to throw that shit right back on you. But he said that he's not emotionally intelligent enough to handle this. Boy, bah. You throwing your wife under the bus on TV after she has been a ride or die. But Tisha said that he's not riding for her. And she said to him, who the F do you think I am? Tisha popped off. Do you hear me? And I loved it. It's time. I loved it. But Maurice knows the earth. Maurice know he stayed in that doggone hallway a lot. He heard Tisha and Marsau arguing. And at that time, Tisha was coming out the room. And Maurice tried to get Tisha to understand Marsau's point of view or what Marsau is feeling. And Maurice said that Marsau is playing probability, not possibility. Whatever. He tried to go ahead and get Tisha to settle down. It was a good thing, don't get me wrong, but it was frustrating because Marsau knows, Maurice, when it comes to probability, he knows that there is a probability that vasectomy may not work all the time. But yeah, you guys know how those Scott men are, child, with them words. What's next? Oh, then Nosy Maurice, child, like I said in that hallway, that's when Mr. Martell was sneaking a chick in the building, in the house. And Martell know he was wrong. And Martell did that on purpose as well, just like he did with that wedding ring. Martell did all of this trying to get a rise out of Mel. And I, for one, I'm glad that Mel wasn't in that hallway or anything, but that probably explains. I'm sure we may see that next week because we do know that at one point, Mel left that house and went to a hotel. But yeah, he brought this chick to the house. This is a cast trip, not a personal vacation. And he was wrong. And anything to hurt Mel. That was his goal. And he wanted that to get back to Mel. And we do know from the trailer that I'm sure we'll see this scene next week that they mentioned that while they were on the bus, I believe, that Martell brought a chick in the house. So yeah, he just too damn immature for me. I'm sorry. But Martell went to go check on Marsau the next morning. Marsau tells him that Tisha is gaslighting him. Tisha didn't sleep in the bedroom, all of that good stuff. Martell asks Marsau if he really believed Tisha cheated. And Marsau said, with Tisha dealing with all of the rumors that she had to do, that she had to put up with when it comes to me, that yeah, that's a possibility. So I guess he feels like as a get back, Tisha will cheat. Just crazy. But Martell asks if he checks Tisha's DMs. Marsau said no. That shows you how insecure Martell is. But then, child, Martell got in his what is it with these men on this show admiring wives' bodies? We had Marsau doing it with Nell Fletcher when Nell jumped up on that bull, bull riding. And then we had Martell in his confessional talking about how good Tisha looked with her new body. Where they do that at? Where is the respect? Because he know that Marsau gonna see that this episode. But anyway, they go to Kimmy and Tisha. They were going back and forth while this scene was going on, but I just decided to put it together. But Kimmy asked Tisha if they recovered from last night. Tisha said that Marsau was really upset, and she said that she's going to have to deal with this for a minute. Kimmy said that men are not really about the concept of other men being in their stuff, meaning other men literally being in their stuff, the wives, cheating, whatever. Kimmy made Tisha look at this a different way. And I felt like for me, Kimmy, let Tisha do her. You know, first of all, acknowledge her in that moment. And especially after all she went through, don't make her settle down and appease Marsau so quickly. Let Marsau go ahead and get a little karma with whatever his thoughts are. But Kimmy is the new Tisha child. Tisha the one that's stepping up, it seems, and Kimmy is the one that whatever. Anyway, in the end, they all really want Tisha and Marsau to not let this spoil the trip. Next scene, and then we are really almost done, was the team building exercise hosted by the Fletchers. And they really just want the group to be able to get along. They are the mentors, and I really, really like that. So Nell tells Chris about her call with Kiki. Kiki called Nell Fletcher and tells her she wants to come on the trip. Now, Nell, when they showed the call, asked Kiki basically, what would you do differently? We know how things turned out with Tisha and Marsau, and everything just ain't all good, great, and terrific. I said that part. Kiki said, well, what I am going to do is apologize. And because of that, that's the reason why. Hey, July Leo, babe. That's the reason why Nell Fletcher invited Kiki. Again, this is a show. And even if Kiki is a cast member, please believe the producers and everybody else knew Kiki was coming. So yeah, that is what it is. But she told Chris, and Chris said that that's going to ruin the whole trip, and said that, can't this wait until we get back to Alabama? I like that. I just like the Fletchers. But Chris is right. This could have waited until they got back to Alabama. And had it waited, child, a whole lot of stuff wouldn't have happened. But anyway, Nell let him know she's already there in Houston. And basically, it's too late to call Kiki. She ain't going to call and tell her, take a plane back. It's too late. And no, she asked Chris, what you want me to do? Tell her no and take a plane back? And Chris was like, yeah. Chris didn't want no parts of Kiki. But Nell said that Kiki wants to be a part of the team building exercise. She feels like since they are mentors, that everybody should just go ahead and give Kiki a chance. Nell said that he gonna have to support her, but again, Chris really wasn't feeling it. They then get into Martell bringing a woman into the house, and Nell was pissed. She said it was disrespectful, and she's absolutely right. And it's disrespectful, number one. We know that Mel and Martell are divorced, but it's still disrespectful, number one, because Martell knew that Mel was in the house. That's wrong. And as I mentioned earlier, this wasn't a personal vacation. This was a cash trip. But Chris shocked me. Chris Fletcher, as a man, he really didn't see anything wrong with it. And Chris, this may be one of the first times where I would have to agree with you. Um, because again, Martell wanted Mel. The reason why he did it, he wanted Mel to see the chick. Wasn't even about the chick. If he could happen to get a little something while she was there, that's one thing. But he brought that chick there for Mel. Okay. And yeah, Chris, you wrong about that. I'm sorry. What else? What else? What else? Nell said that if it was her and Chris, even if they, had gotten a divorce, she would have a problem with that. And I totally agree. This is why some people aren't able to, even if they move on and get married and all of that, sometimes Martell is not a candidate for that. Let me say that. So we know that Mel tried to put that idea in his head when they went to Destin, Florida and all of that. She hoped that one day they can continue to take trips like that. He with his new spouse and her with hers. But Martell not a good candidate for that. It'll never work. But I agree with Nell Fletcher. I would have been upset as well. What else? I think that may be it. Yes. So that's how the episode ended. I made good time. We did see some previews for next week, and Kiki will be arriving, child. We will also see Mel and Martell going at it about what, guys? Cheating. Who child about cheating? We will see Tisha being upset with Nell Fletcher because Nell didn't give her a heads up. And I don't blame Tisha one bit. Tisha felt blindsided, and she was. What else? What else? What else? What else? Oh, we saw a clip of Nell, after everybody kind of, basically voiced their displeasure about Kiki being there. Again, this is right after the splash. Where is the splash? Let's all remember, like I said, although I enjoyed all the water in the face, Kiki was still wrong with this.
Scratch your ass. I don't give a. Scratch your ass. I don't give a.
So this was after that. There was no resolution to that. So Kiki, in my opinion, should have understood that, yeah, people ain't that, we in Houston, we having a good time. We sort of, as a group, being like we were back in the day, and here you come and storm me. But Kiki let Nell know, ain't nobody gonna dictate where she can and cannot go. So we'll see that next week. And then they show this counselor. Now, what I want to know is if this counselor is the same one where Kiki's mom or whoever brought it out, child. Oh, I'm trying to get away from that stuff. I want to know if that's the same counselor. Let me put it like that. Because in this scene, from the clip, the counselor was talking to everybody. She said that it's a little bit tense with all of you guys and that there's some work to be done. So was Kiki really ambushed? Did she have a different counselor or what? Because in the preview, I saw the counselor talking to everybody. But 54 minutes in, after saying my hellos, that means we're going to have an hour for the open panel and discussion. I did good. But yeah, so I can't wait to see that whole scene next week. But guys, this was season 1 Love and Marriage Huntsville-ish to me. I enjoyed it because it shows that they are able to, like I said, I just didn't detect any phoniness other than Stormy. I didn't detect any phoniness in this scene. I loved it. And I'm so glad that they got picked up for season seven. And I hope that they can stay on this path. I really loved it. So I'm going to read some comments and then I'm going to drop the link. So I'm going to read about 4 minutes of comments and we'll read comments as we go as well. But that means whoever clicked the panel, keep it cute, keep it depending on how many people hit. That's how long we'll decide on the time limit. But let me see some of you all's comments. I had a tubal ligation and I got pregnant. See? Marsau with them 2 left legs. Chow. Yes, knock needed. Is that what they call it, Tyra? Knock needed. Marsau was a little tipsy too. Marsau was tipsy in that conversation with Tisha. Maybe that was why he was in his feelings when they were in their bedroom. But he had just left the guys and they had did some drinking and some smoking of some cigars. So I'm sure he was feeling good. If she was cheating, she definitely didn't bring home any evidence. Biznax. Okay, facts. You kept rewinding the DVR back just to laugh at Hotel hit the floor. I saw Lemonhead, aka Maurice, and light skinned Tisha and Kimmy laughing too. Light skinned tissue. You guys with these names be cracking me up. Martell getting his lick back at Marsau for meeting with Mel. All right. Let's see. Yep, he was the one that told us about the first procedure when she got her butt done. Yep, Martell is the one that came out and told everybody about Tisha getting work done. But dude, you looking too hard. You ain't supposed to be looking at that man wife like that. Hey Angela. All right, let me read a couple more. And hold on. Let me highlight this so I can know where I am, but I'm going to go ahead and drop the link in the chat if you want to come up and have a discussion about the episode. Happy Sunday again to you guys. We got 610 people watching. Thank you guys so much. Please hit the like button. Shout out to those that are watching from the bushes. Make sure to hit the like button for me. And again, shout out to the 2 new members. Trisha Berry, you put and is. I got pregnant back in 2009, and my man at the time had a vasectomy. Lord have mercy. Oh, I'm sorry you miscarried. You was devastated about that pregnancy. Lord knew I didn't need or want that. Oh, did he have a fit, Trisha? And sorry about that you about the miscarriage, but did your man at the time have a fit like Marsau? Let me know. And I see you guys backstage. I'm coming. Let me read a couple more comments. But chit chat, we still know the scene between Marsau and Tisha was fake. Teresa, I don't know now. For me, and maybe these those that will join me on the panel, maybe they can let me know their thoughts. For me, I saw some real emotions. Now I've been screaming fake since part 1 of season 6 ended. From the time I saw that trailer, but I don't think they can act this good. So y'all let me know. A couple more comments. Tisha didn't take no clothes or nothing. Was she already set up to sleep in another room? I don't know. Maybe she slept in her little tennis, or maybe she went back or slept in her little swimming suit cover up or whatever. I don't know. Lemonhead shows more compassion for Tissue than he does his own wife. So true, Neva S. Lemonhead is Maurice, y'all. And yes, he does. I agree. Martell think he's so smart. Mel was gone. Mel was gone, stupid, and she don't care. Okay, was she gone at that time? Because Nell and Chris Fletcher, when Nell, excuse me, was talking to Chris Fletcher, she said that Mel was still in the house. That's true, Red Ann. We haven't seen him on a personal vacay. Can't afford the child. That's according to Red Ann. He wasted his time. She doesn't care. I agree, but that's still, that would get a rise out of me. Even though my feelings are done. But no, you ain't springing up on a cash trip. Mm-mm. But all right, guys, I had to cheat a little bit on my smoothie. I'm eating a piece of cheese. That's it. I had to put something in my system. But let me go ahead and bring up the panel. I'll put that up. Let me start presenting that. And then, okay, hold on. All right. So first up, I hope I didn't remove anybody. There was a couple more people. If I removed you, come back up. I will pin the link temporarily. Pin this link. But first up is it's Chrissy time.
Hey, sis.
Hey sis, how are you?
I'm good. I ain't been up here in a minute. I miss everybody.
We miss you too. I see you over there doing your thing. Keep it up, little sis, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, all right. Let's let everybody else up. We got LaDawn. Hey, LaDawn.
Hey y'all.
Hey,
Hey.
LaDawn.
How are you, LaDawn?
Emotional but good and grateful. I'm blessed.
Okay. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 days, right? Um,
Hmm.
okay, we're gonna talk before the end. But
Yeah,
keep your head up, keep positive thoughts,
I am.
claim victory, and that's what's gonna happen. But I understand.
Hmm.
I understand. But we'll talk. We'll talk. Um, next up is QT. QT.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Is this your first time up here?
I think it might be my second or even my
Second time.
third. I'm not sure.
Okay, your voice sounds familiar after I
Yeah,
listened
we've
to you talk a little
spoken.
more.
I know
Okay.
I came up here once before, but I can't remember if it's my second or third.
Okay. Okay. Not a problem. All right. And we got Red Ann. Hey, Red Ann.
What up? What it do? What it
What
do?
up? What up, though? How are you, sis?
I'm good. How are you ladies doing? Hey, panel.
Doing good. Doing good. Happy Sunday to you guys. I can't wait to hear your thoughts on this episode to see if you guys feeling like I'm feeling number one. But it's Chrissy time. Your thoughts on the episode.
Ciao.
Oh my God. I, I'm trying to keep it, as reacting to the episodes as they come.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but since, Mel came out and said, basically, you know, th- the things that are happening as far as the revenge p and the
Mm-hmm.
Carson and all that, since we know that background information and
Yeah.
watching the show is making me feel away. So I'm trying to keep the episode as the episode, but I'm still feeling away. um
Yeah.
so in regards to that, I feel like, okay, so let's start at the dinner. um First of all, Stormy popped up like Tiffany. I thought it was Tiffany when I saw that baby, but
Oh, did
but I
you?
was like, why Betty? I thought Betty was living with her to watch the son. Why Betty couldn't keep the son for a couple of days? Like, is Betty not
Well, I think
around?
that now Betty still live in Mississippi, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but she said that she said she had moved her up there to watch, I guess, when he was younger. But I was like, why she
Oh,
didn't have her come to, watch the
yeah,
baby while they were gone for a couple of days.
I agree with you.
But I'm
And
thinking like,
hmm,
I was thinking maybe is she feeling some type of way since after that scene with her sister?
oh,
You know
Betty,
what I'm
but that ain't got nothing to do with her daughter. Or do
saying?
you mean
Right. But
Stormy feeling some type of way towards her mama?
either way, because we haven't seen Betty since we ain't seen Miss Betty since that episode.
No, we haven't seen Messy Betty, child. We
So,
haven't.
I was wondering, but they said the babysitter was coming with them. But in regards to the conversation that they had with the whole Maurice and Kimmy situation, I'm over and done with it. But I do not. Kimmy just likes to have an excuse for things, and she
Yes.
likes to give him an excuse, give him an out. And for the life of me, I just do not understand. And the fact that he sat there at that table, it made it seem like the only offensive thing that he said in that interview was when he said he needs sex like Carlos need mess. That was
Mhm.
just a little piece of it. The
That's right.
biggest chunk of it was the insensitiveness of how you spoke about her and her
Yes.
body and her feelings, and how you are so much disregarded of her, and how you want her to be of service to you each and every time you want it. That's the
Mhm.
problem.
Be of service, Chrissy, and suffer through it. Let's not
And
forget that part.
suffer, yeah,
Mm.
roll over and just suffer through it.
Yep.
And the fact that he just made it seem like that, and Kim said, well, I just, the way he said it, when you say stuff, no, ain't no way you say stuff. He should know not to say that, Kimmy. Come on now. Stop trying to give him an excuse. So that pissed me off. So that's why I just wrote, I've been wrote her off with him. If that's what she want, she can have it. And then going to Martell. Oh, is somebody
Hold
talking in
on,
my
sis. Hold on, sis. Hold on. Beverly Childs, I'm gonna mute you, but it seems like you got maybe YouTube running in your background as well. If before you come up and speak, if you can make sure that's down. But welcome to the panel as well, Jackie, Bobby, and Beverly. Okay, sis. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Chris.
No, you good. And then hello ladies. And then when they had came, when they went to Martell, how he was perched up with that ring, like he wanted people to see it. Because ain't nobody say nothing to him while he was walking around. But he wanted to make it so obvious and hold it up to his face, his swollen face. And I'm just
Yeah.
like, come on, dude, like you doing the freaking most. And to turn around and have some trollop who you met, however you met, probably on Tinder, this last
Not a
dude,
trollop, child. Not a trollop.
a trollop, honey. She trotted her way through there that he probably found on Tinder. He swiped left on her and told her to pull up, and she pulled up. She looked like a college student the way she was dressed. She didn't look like
Mhm.
a elegant woman. She looked like
Yeah.
something on Cold Star caliber. So we know
Mhm.
he has a type. But anyway, the fact that you walking around here with a ring, talking about some wishful thinking, but you got some trollop pulling up at 2:30 a.m. Come on now. You just play it, and to me that's taunting. I feel like it's taunting. I feel like he is doing it on purpose. He knows, just like to me, everyone else probably knows what happened leading up to that, coming behind the scenes. They know.
Yeah.
Production knows, everybody knows. And the fact that he want to
Mhm.
sit there and play all like I ain't gonna get caught up like you. He. No, ain't no he. I would have took that. I would have took a glass and threw it in his face. I'm sorry. It would have been another
Facts.
situation. Because you ain't about to play about that. You not about to play about. And I love how Mel kept it so player. She was like, I don't know. I don't care. I don't know about it. I don't know nothing about that. Like I
Right.
love how she kept it player. She kept it
Me too. I ain't
classy.
even look down now. Is what she
Exactly.
said.
I ain't even know that. I don't know what he got on, child. I ain't even look at it. I ain't even look at it. So, and I don't like how Nail tried to keep building. You think he gonna take your trifling butt back or whatever she said? And I'm like, y'all
Right,
can
your trifling
just
earth, honey. Your trifling earth.
exactly. And I'm just like, come on, Dale. Like at this point, just kill it. And the fact that Marsau was the one that just did it, the situation was kind of awkward to me. To me, one of the ladies should have stepped in and been like, we ain't here talking about them. Like they own entity right now. You know what I'm saying? They are not together. We need to respect that and keep it as that.
Mhm.
And I would have definitely laid his tail out, because what are you doing? Like what are you doing? What are you wearing that for?
Right.
For what? You're not married. You're not getting married. Why are you putting that on? You know what I'm saying? Like that's
Right.
clearly taunting. Um,
Yeah.
so and about this Tisha and Marsau, child, Tisha knowing nothing in that womb, like she just playing. To me, I feel like Tisha is possibly doing this on her own. I do not feel like Mars. If it is a plot, or setup, I do not feel like Marsau is into it. I kind of thought he might have been to pull up the storyline, but I feel like Tisha just wants to see what he would say to me.
Ah,
Because
okay, but Chrissy, real quick, because we've been saying fake news, fake news. I even said Donald. I don't want to say his name, child. Number 45.
right.
Fake news.
Yeah.
So, do you think though? Because if you saying that it's something maybe Tisha came up, and you don't think it was the both of them, do you think that Marsau's reaction was real?
I think Marcel's reaction was real, and I'm gonna tell you why. Tisha, why would you bring that to the Yoni situation? If you really felt you might have been pregnant, why didn't you take that at home? Why did
Oh,
you bring it
good
where
point.
cameras were? So
Good
to me,
point.
I feel like if you're gonna take a pregnancy test, take it at home. You know what I'm saying? Find out there. Or have, Kimmy come back to the house with you and and test it and do your test there. Why did you take it to a public location with people who you do not know in front of cameras, and then the way she was carrying it into the room with her, and Kimmy was like, "What is it, girl? Like, what do you got?" Like that to me was just I feel like Tisha was playing in our face when she did that. I feel like she wanted to see what Marsau was going to say, what he would, and she wanted to have. Because let's be honest, let's take this whole pregnancy situation out. If this did not happen, what would they be talking about in Houston?
That's true.
Nothing. It's Tisha. That's all I gotta say. And Kiki
Mm-mm.
coming. Kiki, don't worry, I'm gonna roast you later. We could go to the next person. Thank you, Tisha.
Wait a minute now, baby. If you all are not following It's Christy Time, please make sure to go over there and subscribe. Excellent points of view, Chrissy. You made me look at it a little different, although the only sad eye that I give is, like you said, taking it to the Yoni steam. That didn't seem authentic at all.
Yeah, like why
So
would you take it
yeah,
there?
yeah, yeah, but now you got me looking at it in a different way. Was Tisha
That's
playing Marceau all along just to see what he would do?
that's what I
Excellent.
think. That's just what I think. But I'm
Excellent.
gonna drop down so someone else can
Okay,
come up
sis.
and I will be in the
Put your
bushes.
link, in the chat, okay? To your
Okay, I
page.
love y'all.
Love you too. Chrissy dropped it like it was hot, child. Got me looking crazy over here, looking at it a different way. Excellent points. LaDawn, hold on, sis. Welcome to the panel, Hannah Grace.
Hello,
Hey,
chit chat and
Hannah.
family and cuties.
Hey, how are you,
Hey,
Hannah?
Hannah.
Doing good. Thank you.
All right. Tyra. Okay, you said you just tired, gotta work in the morning. Okay, go to sleep. Well, shout out to the mods. We got a couple mods in the house, Tyra. So if you tired, I understand. And I thank you for being here. But don't, if you got to get up and go to work, don't we good? We good. All right, let me read a couple comments. Square Biz. Square Biz said, I think the pregnancy stuff was a storyline, but it got real when Marceau failed in supporting his wife once again on national TV. And she said that made Tisha boiling mad. Good point, Square Biz. Teresa Wright, you was talking to somebody else, but you said she did quietly take the test. She should have not even told his childish, immature. Oh, well, you didn't say that. Tale. Good point. Good point. Let's see. Baby girl, I chuckled. Baby girl said Mel didn't want that old shrimp cocktail. I chuckled. Okay. Angela, you said, wasn't that creepy how Martell was talking about Tisha's body? Absolutely. Shows exactly what Marcy said next. Martell would admire a hole in a tree. Yes, ma'am. Facts, facts, facts. Great, great comments, guys. I will highlight a couple more as we go on. 638 people joining me. Thank you guys again. And yes, you are up, LaDawn.
Hey.
Hello.
Well, I'm gonna start with Tisha since that's where we at. I think it was fake. They were bad actors. I seen right through it.
Mm,
I think they don't have a storyline, and they're the ones throwing stuff against the wall to see what sticks. Um, I think that it was an epic fail because Tisha didn't expect to be the butt of the joke, but I don't know why she didn't because she always is. Um, she set herself up to allow herself to be used like that by her husband to take the fall once again because the viewers always come harder on Tisha than
Yeah.
Marsau. Okay. And like Mel said, it's a effed up feeling not to feel protected. Okay. And he doesn't protect her. So I think she wasn't expecting his response like that. That's where the plot twist was. But I definitely think they was in on it. Um, and I think if he wasn't, she still had to tell him because Kimmy knew. Kimmy tells Maurice everything. So uh she knew it would have got back to Marceau on the other hand, if it was that way. But I just think they're fake and they don't want to stay focused. They don't want to tell their real story. You know, when he was putting his head down and like he was so stressed out, just thinking about her being with another man, I said he thinking about them lawsuits, allegedly, in my opinion. I
Ooh,
said he is worried. I said that's where his stress is. Tell the truth. It ain't about no baby that and the test is negative. Stop it. You're trying to keep the focus off of the real issue, the real thing going on. That you're nervous is probably causing some problems in the household, because you're not telling Tisha everything and you're weighing heavy. You know how it goes when financial issues start coming a problem in the marriage.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I think that this is fake. It's fake and it's gonna turn out bad for Tisha. She's already nobody likes me. Nobody likes me. Then it's gonna be even worse now because she's getting
Yeah.
dragged.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
will say, I think that Mel is he double hockey stick of a woman because she stuck up for Tisha. Even when none of them stuck up for her. At the end of the day, even if I don't rock with you like that, I ain't gonna lie. I
Period.
know that girl won't cheat on you. Stop it. But
Period.
nobody did that for her. Nobody said to Hotel, shut up, boy. You know that girl didn't do that. But Mel being the woman that she is.
Mm-mm.
And then, yes, Marceau. I'm not impressed with Marceau shutting it down. The reason why I'm not is because he always takes a moment to make it his. He's a diva. And I'm gonna tell you like this: he been kissing Mel's butt in her face, like he always does. He's phony.
Oh yeah.
Keisha only went along with it because she was at that table. But as soon as they got in the hot tub, she couldn't wait to throw some cute shade. You look like Hotel with those glasses. Shut up. And I love the way Mel is coming back with her nice, nasty shade because hers is real shade. Theirs is opinions that really don't matter from dingbats, so it don't hold no weight. Mel's shade is facts. And for
Mm-hmm.
Kim, once again, to make excuses for this boy talking about it was a joke. Stop it. Come on. Come on. Come on now. Because
Hold
even
on.
if
Hold on. Let me it gotta be Jackie. I'm gonna mute you, Jackie.
Okay.
All right, LaDon, go ahead.
and like I said about Maurice, Maurice, even if it was a joke, I know it wasn't no joke. That was just a bad taste. You don't joke about that. That's nothing you joke about, and I like the way Mel said it ain't about what he said. It's about him really feeling and believing what he said is the way it's supposed to be. That's what you should be worried about. I loved it. I loved it. Because she's trying to gloss him over. Well, he's really a nice Maurice is really a good guy. Girl, stop it. So male
Mm-hmm.
identified. It's sickening. She just really churns my stomach. Kiki, I mean, um, that Kimmy is. I'm just. She can go. It's a wrap with Kimmy. She's nothing. Kiki. I'm gonna say Kiki is a hothead. She jumps the gun too quick.
Too
She needs
quick.
to be able to sit and read the room for a minute before she responds, because things get blown out of proportion, because she wasn't the only one. Like you said, like you pointed out, Chit Chat, that therapist was there, but it wasn't only for her. She wasn't the only one in the group that was having issues. Stormy and Tisha and Marsau, they were having
Right.
issues too.
So do you think that she came out and lied?
I think she jumped the gun. Well, not that she lied, she just
Or
didn't tell
maybe
the
they
whole
had her
story.
meet with the, because I saw her in the back. First, I was thinking maybe Kiki met with the counselor separately, and maybe she will. We'll see. But
I
in that
think if
scene, they
she
all were together.
I think if she did, it's because of the way she responded, jumping the
Yeah.
gun. And they probably said, wait a minute, wait, let's pull her to the side. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because she probably felt like it was about her only. When, like I said, you're not the only one in the group having issues. But so I
Mm-hmm.
think she really did it to herself. I think she dug her own grave. She's her own worst enemy,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that yeah, maybe Nell could have gave Tisha heads up, but I really don't think that Tisha deserves that kind of respect. Who's Tisha? Tisha don't respect nobody else giving them heads up on nothing. The way she
Oh
was
wow.
throwing shade at Nell in the beginning, we ain't got that far for me to feel like I got to give you that much respect. I don't feel that. I just don't think she deserves all that. But
Okay.
I do think that Nell could have let the house know in a whole. Now, Maurice sneaking around the house all night long, catching everybody's everything, catching this argument, this bump, this boom.
Mm-hmm.
That was just creepy to me. Why are you snooping around the house? Why are
he,
you the
he
only
was
one
like a,
catching stuff?
yeah, he was like a little kid to me. I didn't take it as creepy, but I don't know. But go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he was listening at doors, seeing what he can hear. I don't know. Shoot. But it was just strange to me, and it seemed like a setup. I just feel like the girl in that picture don't look like his hotels type to me. If you look at all the girls he deals with,
Mm-hmm.
they don't look like the jeans and sneaker type of girl like that. you know. And for Maurice to be right in that spot, right at that time, it just seems like a setup just for a wow factor, for a scene, just to make it something. I don't know, but I don't think as far as him disrespecting Mel as an individual, I think he disrespected the whole house because I feel like this. What if
Exactly.
some of the women left their pocketbooks on the table and went on, and you know what I mean? Because it's only supposed to be them there and some stranger. You know what I used to do? That's setup type of stuff to me. Me to do that at a
Mm-hmm.
club, let them bring us to the spot, keep the door unlocked, and people rush in. Like you just don't be bringing people to a place where it's a group event. A stranger. I can see if he was dating
Right.
somebody and he was like, "This is who I've been dating, and I want to start bringing her around," like the doctor did, like with Sweet Tea. This is who I'm with
Mm-hmm.
now, and I want to start bringing her around. Okay, but you picking up a random, bringing it to the house where we don't know this girl. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I think he was disrespectful to the whole house. You could have waited. You wasn't that desperate that you had to go and pick up a thought.
Mm-hmm.
These men are just like immature, and and Fletcher shocked me. He is playing the fence with the guys. And but what I
Typical
do like
men, but
is,
it's typical male behavior, if you ask me.
yeah, it is. Yep, but I'm speaking on it. Yes, I expect it, but it's
Mm-hmm.
still shocking that he's trying to put himself as a mentor, but scared to lead them and tell them when they're really just wrong and sounding foolish. You know, um, he did say a little something, but he could have said a lot more. This is going for Hotel to be able to yell and scream and yell at Mel again about some cheating stuff. and everybody's standing around like it's nothing. Again, this is
Mm-hmm.
ridiculous. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous. Did you see the screen where he was screaming and yelling, "Yeah, I'm kidding on it!" Like, are you kidding me again? You act like that was just yesterday, boy. Like you so hurt and distraught.
Yeah.
It's just it's they need to let it go. They need to let the Mel and Hotel go. And I did catch a little shade with Nell towards Mel. Maybe not directed, but she
Mm-hmm.
don't know how to just leave it alone. She was the one that brought up that ring. She should have ignored it just like Mel did. Act like you didn't even see it, even if you saw it, because he wants that attention. He wants that recognition. He wanted y'all to say something about that ring. I would have act like I didn't see nothing, you know. And I feel like if somebody else
But
brought it up, I would expect that. But for Nell to bring it up, and when Nell said sleeping in places because of situation, that was another thing. And I think that's why a lot of people feel like, get down.
2 minutes, sis. 2 minutes, sis. Two
All right,
minutes, sis.
real
Go
quick,
ahead.
I'm gonna just touch on Maurice trying to throw Kiki. With Kiki on Facebook and talk and throwing Mel in there on a slide. I caught it. Oh, what you would do for her, like you protected her, like she really still did something so wrong. He's still trying to keep that seed there that Mel did something and made Kiki recant or go against her fake friend or whatever it's called. It's just ridiculous, but I'm here for it. I did like the show. I will give it a 9. So that's how I feel.
Well, you feel like me on some points. I really, really like the episode. Again, this is reality TV, and look what the episode is doing. Well, all episodes of Love and Marriage Huntsville. That's why they are, in my opinion, they are. I got to give it to Carlos, the number one show on OWN. I haven't watched one episode of Bell Collective yet, but I am. Um, when it comes to what you said about the ring, I would have brought it up. Again, we have to keep in mind this is reality TV. The producers could have said, you know what, will make good for a scene. Bring your ring, Martell. Even though it was disrespectful, it was wrong. He bogus, even if he agreed to it, if it went that way. But I think that we also have to realize that although this was Nell and Chris Fletcher's trip, this is Love and Marriage Huntsville, a production. Nothing was done without production. And I mean that when it comes to Kiki. I mean that when it comes to something else that I wrote down. Shoot. You said Nell could have left. Dog it. Oh, well, that was the rain thing. It was something else. But you and Chrissy are on the same you guys are on the same field or whatever as far as your beliefs that it was a now you guys know I've been screaming fake news forever. So you know I was there. Something went wrong. Tisha and Marsau are not Hollywood actors and they didn't act out all of that. So just like Chrissy said, and just like you said, LaDawn, and somebody else in the comments said, Marceau took it too far as always. Tisha wasn't expecting that. And I do think that those were real and raw emotions for me. What else? What else? What else? Oh, I was just gonna say one thing Marceau gonna do, child, is make Tisha look like a fool, and that's what happened. He's been doing it for years. So that I'm saying that if they were acting, then he really, really made her look like a fool. But great, great point, sis. Thank you so much. Let me read a couple comments. Thames. You put Martell is trying to be a playboy, single parent in real time while challenging the ethics of male's independence and single doom and motherhood dynamics. He tried to get her to pay child support. He definitely did. Um, QT, you up here too, but QT said Martell projecting his ish with his baby mama. You'll have to let me know more about what you mean on that. Child, what phone ringing? Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. Hey, I'm gonna call you back. I'm on live, okay? Okay, what time you gonna be home? This my brother, guys. Hold on. Say hi. Say hi to my brother, guys. Listen.
Hey, bro.
Hello,
Hey, brother.
brother. Hey, bro.
He said, "All right, all right, all right. Call me tomorrow. It's no big deal." All right. Bye. Okay. All right. Bye. Okay. Sorry, guys. I could have put you all on mute. Sorry about that. Um. What else? What else? Oh, I was reading some comments. Girlfriend Chronicles said Chris could have waited to invite Martell, knowing what just came out. I agree, but again, production. Please believe they are the ones that made sure Martell was there. I don't think Chris and Nell got any say so in that way. Marsha, you put Melody don't want Martell. Why, when she clearly said he didn't give her the big O? She is rid of that, looking for a man, not an immature boy. He's gone. All she wants is for him to stay gone. All right now, facts. Daquila, hey Daquila. Daquila put it's also dangerous. They didn't know that woman. Speaking about the woman that came in the house, I totally agree. Totally agree. And I agree with you, LaDon, about all of that. That could have ended horribly. Vibrant Thing is disrespectful because it was a cash trip. But it makes it spicy, I guess. Mel don't care. I like she doesn't care. Yeah, very, very disrespectful. Cash trip, not vacation. And but yeah, Mel don't look. I know Mel cared enough to go ahead and get her a hotel room. Like, I ain't about to be around this foolishness, but I agree with you. She can care less about Martell. Martell is just a fool. Oh my goodness, I'm so glad that Mel is out of that because any respectable man wouldn't have done that. Period. Since you said he should have met her at a hotel, but wait, he didn't have money for a hotel. Woo child. Teresa Wright, couple more comments, guys, and then we go into QT. It's gonna be funny next week when Martell fall back for her to catch him and he hit that flow. Yeah, I love that. That's a trust exercise, and all. She ain't trusting him, even though he was the one that followed. We ain't doing this. I'm side eye. Pretty eyes. You said I'm side eyeing Nell. Why she not respecting Mel's boundaries with Martell? She don't have to speak or do anything with him. Why Mel not checking Nell next week with the crazy exercise? Again, my answer to that is production. That's it. Nell just doing what she getting paid to do, child. My opinion. Nell should have told Tisha about Kiki coming. She changed the whole mood. I agree. I agree. Tisha had a right to be mad, but I'm still gonna put all this mess on production. But yeah, a heads up should have been given, seeing as though their last interaction was at Kimmy and Maurice's house. A couple more. Chit chat. The most important thing we will see is when Mel let Hotel Arts hit that flow. Yes, ma'am. Hilarious. Neva, that was Neva S. Let's see. It's Chrissy time. Why did they pair them together? It would have been respectful of pairing Nell being paired with Mel and Chris with Martell. Yeah, they could have even had Mel with Chris and Nell with Martell. We know that there's nothing like, any lines that would be crossed if they wanted to keep it male, female, male, female. But I agree with that. They shouldn't have paired them up anyway. But again, guys, it's a reality show, and they know we gonna be going off about it. Yes, they need to respect her boundaries, but I'm sure the producers advise them what to say. Facts is Terrell. Terrell said, how come Tisha can cry about Kiki, but Melody has to suffer with Martell Hope being in her presence? I agree. And we do know that Mel felt some type of way about that because she kept saying, I don't know why he here. I was shocked he was here. So great point. All right, how many comments I got? I'm gonna read this last comment and then I'll read the rest after. Angela said, okay, when Kiki said that about people are not going to dictate where she can and cannot be, she should have realized that she and Tisha had not settled their prior dispute. I agree. And look, I'm not just saying this because of all this stuff that then came out with Kiki and her mama. Kiki needs anger management. Kiki needs to work on her delivery as well as the attitude behind the delivery. Because even if she wanted to say what she said, she could have said that in a nicer way. Well, look, I don't know why, people got to dictate what I should and should not do. She could have, that may not be the right thing, but she always comes with a pop offish type of response to me. To me. Um, Thames, you had another question. We'll talk about that next because I want to ask you what you mean. But LaDon, great commentary. Thank you again. QT, you are up. QT, are you there? QT, going once, going twice. All right, we're going to go ahead and go to Red Ann. Red Ann, you up, sis?
Hey, good evening, ladies.
Good evening.
I have a couple of things. Um, I did like the episode. I would probably give it a 7. Um, I'm side-eyeing Nail still
Mm-hmm.
because I don't know if you all remember when, sometimes how OWN drops those little nuggets and things like that. And I'm assuming this is when Nail asked Melody again if she cheated.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if y'all remember her asking Mel that, and it looks like it may have been while they were in Houston.
It's
Maybe
coming
during
up,
that
I
line. Yeah.
believe.
So my thing is, if you've been a friend to both of them, and you said out of your own mouth, Mel, you don't believe what Martell has said about her cheating. You've even said, or you've even asked Mel, and Mel has already told you, no, he's lying. She's never cheated on him. So why do you continue to ask this woman that same freaking question? If you my friend and if I tell you I have not, then that should be good enough for you. But you continue to ask me that same question as if my answer is going to change. I would have a
Mm-hmm.
problem with that.
Mm-hmm.
Two, I don't know why in the world they would think that Melody would catch this fool after he's done every single thing that he possibly can to break her.
Mm-hmm.
You have brought another child into this world on this woman and have expected her to deal with it, to be okay with it. She tried, she tried, she tried. And she said it. She's tried it over and over and over again to allow you to get your act together. And you still, with your selfish self,
Ooh,
still
child.
wouldn't do it because you wanted to have your cake and eat it too. And then for Nail of all people, who have went through this with her own husband, you still gonna try to pair them two up? Really? You starting to act like Tisha and Kimmy. How in the world would you expect that this woman is gonna stand behind that man and think that she's gonna catch him? And I can actually believe why this dumb dude would
Ooh,
think that
child.
this woman would even catch him.
Ooh, child. It was funny though, right? Him
It was
hitting the
it was
floor.
absolutely funny. It was absolutely funny. It should have been a bed of nails laying down there.
Ooh, child.
I just can't understand why is it so hard for these people to get it through their thick skulls that this woman, one, doesn't want him, two, she's left, she's not coming back. Stop acting like this man hasn't tried to ruin her.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be giving every single one of them that's standing there breathing the side eye. I know she got a job to do because she has babies to take care of. I know and I can't imagine what this woman has to go through on a daily basis to have to go to work in such a hostile work environment and deal with these people knowing good and well that they mean her no good. I would have been and popped off.
All right. All right.
That's it. That's all.
Woo child. Red Ann hit the link just for Nell Fletcher. That's it. That's all. When it comes to, well, I guess Martell and Mel was the only people left as far as the pair up. Everybody else was married. So but I understand and I agree. But Mel did the right thing. Let his ass fall right there on that there flow. But I get it. I get it. For me, I'm not gonna give that much to Nell Fletcher. Um, but I understand because again, I feel like production is, this is a reality show. And I think that they want to get us talking like this. They want people to be shocked. They want this and they want that. But what I feel about production is Martell shouldn't have been there, period. Just period. You
Period.
know. So I think that the majority of the blame for me, I think should go to Martell. But thank you, Red Ann. Red Ann came up here, guns a blazing. Do you hear me? Guns a blazing. A couple comments, and then we already at 1 hour 40 minutes. Sis, you said Kiki shouldn't have volunteered herself onto a trip that already had the activities planned out. If the counselor was already scheduled to come, what was the problem? I can't wait to see that scene play out. Um, Chronicles of Kim K. That look, you look like Martell comment. I was like, Tisha just can't help herself. Yep, I agree. I agree. I get it to a certain extent because Martell is the one that messed up the dynamic, but the dynamic of them being married was valid, was true. So maybe it's taking all the others to really, really get it completely out of their head. Maybe it's a natural. I'm just trying to be a little nicer. Maybe it's a natural reaction to things based off of that. But yeah, catch up to Mel. She over it. She got boundaries set. She don't want to hear about that man in that way. Don't compare us. Don't go back down memory lane thinking about how it used to be or the good times. We done. So respect that. But great, great, great comment. Lisa Girl said Marsau was drunk and Tisha was trying to stand up, but she can't be sober. Who was the mystery lady? We do not know. Production ain't protect the male. Justine, I agree. The blame falls on production. I don't think that Tisha and Marsau scene was fake. Thank you, Angela, for agreeing with me, even though I'm the one that changed my mind. And that's why, because it seemed real to me. It did. Commenter number 12 said, I think it was supposed to be fake between Marsau and Tisha, but as usual, Marsau took it further than Tisha expected. Her face told it all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Tisha was mad. She said, who the F you think I am?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, all right, Tisha, you got a little chit chat and you chow. Uh, when you get a V done, you're supposed to go back in a year's time for a follow-up checkup. And I bet he never followed up to be so fragile about his procedure not working. Okay, okay. It was disrespectful to everyone in the house. As far as the lady looks like someone Martell found off the street. Girl probably did. Tisha wanted another baby, and Marsau went out and got that vasectomy. This is a sore subject for her. Yeah. And then last comment. Keisha's sorry, Lord, where I get Keisha from? Kimmy is not the same woman anymore like she started out to be. She lost herself, in my opinion. She has made herself dumber. Yes, Angela, and we all, a lot of us, majority feel the same. She definitely not the same. There go my love in Maritinesville historian. Hey, Simply Beautiful. And hey, ADR. Hello to everybody else that's joining me and us for this live recap. 686 people watching. If you guys did not hit the like button, please go ahead and do so. And again, thank you, Red. And next up is Jackie Shockley. And after Jackie, we got Hannah Grace. You up, Jackie? Your thoughts on the episode?
Hey ladies, how's everybody doing? Um,
Hey, how are you?
I'm great, baby. My thoughts when Mel got there and she talked to Chris and Nell and she, explained that she didn't want it to be a her and Martell thing. One, they get to the table. What did Chris do? He brought up Mel and Martell. I was so
Mm-hmm.
grateful. I was really grateful for that jokester, Marcel, to shut that down because that
Mm.
would not have turned out good. I don't think. Two, okay, I kind of believe it went left with Marcel and Tisha when they were holding the conversation because she really got upset. But what was shocking to me when she said, "I'm not sleeping in here with you." You don't take a house coat, a robe, shoes, clothes, nothing. You just go. Do you guys think maybe they ain't been sleeping together?
Oh, I don't know.
You know, just watching the dynamics and how they moving. I mean, you didn't grab nothing. Normally we get mad, we gonna grab something before we go out the door. Something
Mm-hmm.
to sleep in, something to sleep in, something to do.
She could
Just
have
leave
went back and
it.
got it.
Yeah, and we not know it. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. And I was really happy to see Mel let him hit that floor. No, she don't need to be holding him up no more. She held him up for 14 years. She don't need to hold him up anymore. But when they were outside and it's where we coming to next week, when you looked around at everybody, there was it was a lot of mad faces. So how do you guys think that's gonna turn out? Supposedly we heard they're gonna be all coming for um Kiki. Do y'all think that's really how it's gonna escalate?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know. There's so much stuff going on.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot going on. It's a lot.
Mm.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I was just wondering, is that what started all the other drama that we have going on outside of, the show? Because Tisha looks upset, Marcel's looking stern, Kiki, of course, is upset because I'm sure she could feel it when she walked in.
I think Tisha's upset because Kiki's there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And they really never, if they've never said anything about them having a conversation since the baptism.
Right.
Also, I'm sorry, out of turn, but also a lot of the family stuff drama that's happening online, featuring Wanda. So
yeah, that too. Maybe that should have been a one-on-one with them two instead of with everybody.
But Tisha already said she done. So,
Oh, okay, well,
they
she
should
done.
have let, they should have really, in my opinion, and again, I'm not just saying this because of what's come out when it comes to Kiki and her mom, but Kiki should have stayed in Alabama. That could have been another scene, but the trip that made for me everybody to feel a little uncomfortable because they know how things ended the last time. But go ahead,
I,
Jackie.
do y'all think production had got a lot to do with that? Her coming on that trip.
of course, production did.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
So that it's always
absolutely.
drama. Always drama. Mhm. And the last thing I wanted to ask you guys with the side drama that's going on, did any of y'all see the picture that was put up today
What picture?
of the Caucasian lady?
Oh, they actually got a picture of the lady floating around. I've heard about the story.
Yeah,
Uh-uh.
Okay, I'll look for it on Facebook. But
Okay.
we gonna discuss that in the power hour, Jackie.
Okay, boo. Okay. But that's all I wanted to know. And thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank
Great
you.
Right.
yes, great commentary, Jackie. Thank you.
Thank you.
Um, yes, a lot going on, child. Whew.
Hmm.
Oh, okay. Let's see, couple comments, and we going right on to Hannah Grace. Well, Thames and sis, you all's question about being married, is it worth it? I'll save that to the end, or maybe I'm gonna take a picture and we can do power hour on that. But really good questions there. Hannah Grace, you are up. Your thoughts, Hannah, on the episode?
Okay, thanks, Chit Chat. Hello, panel and cutie
Hey,
crew.
Hannah.
Yes, I enjoyed the episode. The the dinner scene when Letitia them were talking about the pregnancy test. I'm kind of like someone else. I think that they're kind of deflecting. They trying to. I think it was made up, and I know you're saying that maybe Tisha thought it was going to go one way, and Marsau put a little bit more on it. Marsau has every reason to kind of up this story more than it can go because of that counter lawsuit, and he wants to, and all those other lawsuits. He wants no one talking about that. So as long as people talking about him and Letitia's marriage, then everybody else gonna be start talking about. But he miscalculated again when he put that post up there. And I know we're not talking about that right now, but Kiki outed him about this Caucasian woman. So I think that and then another thing Kiki said is about, him, because he wants to always use her history of, DUs, and she bought him his alcohol drinking. So I just want to put that out there. But this pregnancy thing, it brings into question, do Letitia trust him and do he trust Letitia? I don't see any reason why he shouldn't trust Letitia, but I don't see how in the world Letitia trusts this man. There's no way that she can tell me with a straight face that she trusts this man. No way. So again, he is wanting to try to get this story, to try to get everybody's eye back on and ear back on their marriage so all this other stuff can go away. But it's not going away. It's in court now, allegedly. And Stormy and Courtney, they just show up. They didn't even want to be there. And they bought their little son. And I heard somebody bring up something about them bringing the son. And I don't know. But I was thinking that was not a good idea. It could be a good idea, but I'm just being a little selfish now because Melody can't bring her kids on the show. Then I don't want to see nobody else's kids. So that's just me. But
That's
anyway,
how I feel.
yeah. So and I do agree with Chris Fletcher when he said that Martell, I know Nell feel like Martell disrespected Melody by bringing a woman into that home, inviting someone into that house that late at night, period. Anyway, with Melody there. And I think that I don't see him disrespecting her because of that. He's very disrespectful, period. So him bringing that woman is just another way of him showing just how low vibrational he is. And Melody, and if it was me, I wouldn't care who he brought. He could bring 10 or 15 women. It would not faze me. But
Wait a minute, Hannah. Wait a minute. Because this is a first, if I'm
Mhm,
hearing you right.
mhm.
So you believe that, let's take out the low broke vibrational and the things that he's normally done, and this is what to be expected. You believe that it was okay for Martell to bring somebody in the house. Take out all that other stuff.
Well,
You
I'm
believe
just saying if when it comes to him disrespecting Melody alone, him and
no,
Melody has. Mhm,
but we know they divorced. So my
right.
question too, just to throw it out there, they divorced. We know he disrespected Mel. We know that, but either it's okay for him to bring a person or not. So I get what you're saying. This is to be expected when it comes to Martell, but for me, that shouldn't have been allowed. So are you saying that it's okay because they divorced?
Right. I'm going to say it like this. He should not have invited anyone in that house without letting the people there know, because he's bringing a stranger
Okay.
in. But I don't see it being disrespectful to Mel because, again,
I do.
I mean, they are divorced. They've been divorced for years. So,
But this is a cash trip, not just us kicking it. And if that's the case, we haven't gotten to, oh Lord, I hate to cut you off, Hannah. I do.
no,
But
go
we
on.
haven't gotten to the point of seeing Mel and Martell being able to peacefully coexist with others as far as who they're dating, screwing, whatever the case may be. So it's totally disrespectful to me because he's
Mm-hmm.
popping that on her. That's not fair. Now, if they're peaceful, if this Negro didn't just, I didn't hear audio of this chick talking about revenge P the week before, this
Mm-hmm.
and that, we still going to court with the kids and all of that. He know that that's gonna cause more. We're not saying jealousy or anything. She's over. She is done when it comes to Martell, but it's straight disrespectful. Go ahead, Hannah. I'm
So,
just showing
so
praise, child.
yeah. Well, I would say it like this. If I've been divorced from him for 3 years and I wanted to bring my boyfriend or my husband, it wouldn't have nothing to do with him. And I wouldn't find it disrespectful. I just find it like we've moved on. You leave me alone, I'll leave you alone. You do you, I do me. That's just the way I see it. Because, and I get this, this set mindset from, I know a lady who was bitter for years and years and years after her husband had moved on. And he had to bring his wife to family events. And she would always start with him. It
That's
wasn't
different.
disrespectful. The man had moved on.
Hannah, can I ask you a
That's
question?
different.
Yes,
That's
ma'am.
different.
How do you think Martell would react if Melody brought somebody around?
He probably would act a fool, but like I said, because Martell hasn't had boundaries set on his butt. When you set boundaries with people, they don't fool with you. If I wanted to bring somebody and Melody wanted to bring somebody, that is her business. This fool has nothing to do with it. So he's just gonna have to come to reality. I wouldn't care what he think after
But
he did what he did.
hold on, Hannah, because we don't care
But
what he think. He the one
right.
brought the woman. But should baby steps, considering the volatile relationship, Charles? That what I'm saying. I think,
Mm-hmm.
considering their relationship or where it currently stands, should that something where baby steps should be taken? Because I
Well,
do. If we mad that Nell didn't tell, not mad, but if we're saying Nell should have told Tisha that Kiki was coming, or Nell should have did this, or Nell shouldn't have put Martell in front of Mel in that exercise, this is way worse than all of that to me. But go ahead, Hannah. We had
yeah,
2 hours. Let me say this real quick. We had 2 hours after Hannah. We got 3 more people, and I need them 3 more people. We got to get that done in 30 minutes. So that means we're going to go to 2 hours and 30 minutes. That's it. That's all. Big project at work this week, and vacation starts. Go ahead, Hannah.
but yeah, I see it both ways. Like I said, I see it being disrespectful for him sneaking women into this house, but he is who he is. I mean, I don't have no expectation for Martell other than snake behavior. So I guess that's as far as I can put him anyway. So anyway, with Kimmy and Maurice, I am so tired of this woman trying to justify this man's behavior and his egocentric behavior and all this. She is always trying to come up with something to justify what he said. She's still sitting up here talking about it's something about the way it came out or something. He meant
All right.
exactly what he said. And that's why Mel asked him about, is it, if it came from your heart and that's really how you feel, then there's no other way to clean this up. But she's always trying to save face for herself. She know that Maurice is younger than she is. She know the way he think is not what she really, the way she wants him to think. She can't change him. So she's always trying to take up and justify his bad behaviors. And that to me is just outrageous, because she has the potential to, to touch so many young women, but she fails that every time. And Letitia, we've already talked about Letitia. We talked about Hotel. Boy, I tell you what, I know Red Ann said it should have been some nails down there. It should have been a barbecue pit with fire in it. It was so funny when Mel just let his butt fall. Let him fall. I don't see why they paired them up together either. But Mel, hey, he just signed up for that to fall down. And that is just so funny.
Okay, ain't nobody catching your arse.
I know. Shoot, I went there. I bet Mel was, hey, let's start a fire and put your butt up in there. But
Okay.
anyway.
That was funny.
That was funny, and I can't wait till next week. I think they cut that scene off about him wearing that ring and Mel. You know, I don't know. Like they keep on taunting this woman with Tisha with the shades and them with the ring, and who cares? She wants it all behind her, but they would not let it go. And why would he wear that ring up there with them shades? And what is he trying to do? It makes no sense. Yeah. But anyway, Mel, she handles him real good. She stays away from him. And as we learn that it's just now that we're finding out, and it went, I think this is around the time that lady put out the information about what she knew about Coleslaw, them conspiring to try to get this RP out. So anyway, he gets what he gets, and I wouldn't even stayed in the house. And I think Melody wanted them to prevent, him from coming, and I'm like, which is fair because she didn't do anything. He's the one that's breaking the rules.
Right.
Kiki, and the last thing I'm gonna say is this: Kiki and Letitia. I kind of agree with Kiki. This is a work environment. Letitia and Kiki don't get along. Why should Kiki not come to the event just because her and Letitia not getting along? And Kiki did throw that drink in her face, but look at all of the stuff that Letitia and Marsau have been ganging up on this woman doing. Now Kiki, what she's doing is foul and all of that too. But I can't see why Kiki and everybody got a bend for Letitia when they're going back and forth. And Letitia got Miss Wanda's big mouth ganging up on Kiki and Marsau. Marsau and Miss Wanda and Letitia ganging up on Kiki. Again, I don't take up for neither one. I'm just looking at it from both points of view. And if Kiki want to come to that event and production says she can come, I don't see why in the world Letitia gonna get mad because she's there. I don't get it. But that's just me. That's all I got.
Hannah Grace. Hannah, make sure you drop your channel link in the chat. Good points, Hannah. Hannah, you surprised me in that chat. Now, I remember asking you a question months and months ago. We was talking about redemption. And everybody deserve it, including Martell. And Hannah, you had some strong feelings about that as far as if he should be redeemed or not. But now, Hannah, you understand and say, look, he's single. He could bring whoever, wherever. So we're going to have to talk about that in members only, Hannah.
To defend Hannah, I think she's saying Martell, we know who Martell is. No, I'm saying to defend Hannah, I think she's saying that we know who Martell is. Martell is never a person to be respectful and to follow the rules.
I get that part, but we can know who Martell is and still say he shouldn't have brought no woman in that house. Yes, it's to be expected. Absolutely. But I ain't going to say, that's Martell. No, it's wrong. So we discussed that cutie crew meeting, Hannah. Go ahead. I'm going to let you respond to me, though.
Okay, yeah. Only thing I'm saying, no, grace and redemption is out of this when it comes to Martell. Remember I said the lower of the low. But all I'm saying
is giving him grace.
Well,
that's giving him grace. Right?
Oh,
anybody on the panel agree with me? Anybody?
No. He ain't getting no grace from me, period.
No, but I'm saying, no, LaDawn. I'm saying, with Hannah saying that she feels like it's okay because he's divorced, isn't that somewhat giving him grace to go ahead and bring women around and all of that? Or am I?
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that.
I don't agree with that.
I don't care.
If you want to
At
bring
the end
somebody
of the day,
around, go get a hotel.
That's the
Period.
And
point.
that's the thing. He should have, if he did, we know he did had a purpose for doing that. But yeah, if he's single and wants to do whatever, he should have did that outside the house.
Outside the
Yes.
house. And
Yes.
again, for me, it is another way somebody, and that's you, Jackie. Echo, I'm muting you. For me, it just shows again where it's always male that has to readjust. So we do know that she ended up getting a hotel while they were in Houston. Mel went live and all of that. Showed us the room, beautiful room. But they catered to Martell instead of
Mm-hmm.
making it known that
That
these are
you
the rules.
wrong.
This is not right. You can't do
Mm-hmm.
this, and we're gonna go ahead and send you to a hotel. Mel did
Mm-hmm.
nothing wrong, and even if she got the room on her own, Martell was wrong. So
That
Cutie
man
Mm-hmm.
Crew,
never follows the
Cutie,
rules.
yep, Cutie Crew meeting was we on a strict time limit. Cutie Crew meeting, we gonna discuss this. You guys know I got everything on my board. Let me put that Martell with the skank. That's a shame I wrote it like that. With the skank. We'll discuss that. We'll discuss that in our Cutie Crew.
I
We're gonna
love
start
it.
doing a couple pop-ins Cutie Crew as well. So instead of us just coming and doing it once, I'm gonna try to squeeze in two. But my sister coming this weekend. So anyway, we'll get it in this week. But Hannah, thank you. As I mentioned, drop your channel link in the chat. If you guys are not following and subscribe to Hannah Grace, please make sure to do so. As you guys can see, Hannah is bringing it. Okay. So thank you, Hannah. Let me acknowledge some super chats and then Bev, you will be next. Give me 1 second. Let me scroll down. How I miss all these comments? I'm at 740 something. Hold on. I'm scrolling. Come on. Jeez, here we go. Well, I missed one. Hold on. And I wanted to show on the screen. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Peaceful Journey said it was disrespectful to everyone in the house. He shouldn't have brought anyone into the house, bar none. Totally agree. And thank you, Peaceful Journey, for the super chat. Tanisha said, in my opinion, Scott's 1.0 wanted us to know that they still, y'all know I love to say still, get down, and rumors of infidelity are a lie, but they knew they were having issues. In my opinion, they may have been separated. The apartment and Tisha's real tears. Wow. That's a good way to look at that. That is a good way to look at that. Wow. Thank you, Tynesha. Thank you for that. And Peaceful Journey. Thank you both for the super chat.
Plenty dollars. Plenty dollars. Can we get
All right. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you again, Hannah Grace. Ooh, Hannah is my debater. You guys know that, especially the Cutie Crew. Hannah is going to make you work, okay, when it comes to any discussion. And I love it. Beverly Childs, you are up next. 697 people watching. Thank you guys so very much. Please hit the like button for me. And you're up, Beverly Childs.
Hi, hi, Chit Chat. Hello,
Hey.
everybody in the chat and on the panel. Thank you for letting me come up. I I just to me it appears that Melody is the only one that's truly focused. She's keeping her eye on the prize. That's how she's able to handle this foolery. But now Martell, y'all got to remember he really don't have a storyline. I think production found a hoe off the street. Oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. Oh my God, I'm sorry.
You good.
I think
Go ahead.
production found a female off the street and gave her a couple of dollars and told her to come in, and they got on camera. I think that was fake. I can't see Martell being. He is stupid, but I can't see him doing a random unless he got protection. But I really believe that that was a fake scene because he don't have a storyline.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Let me say
Kimmy.
this real quick. Let me say this real quick before you move on. My initial thought was that it was a member of production, especially the way they were dressed.
I
That's,
thought the same
production
thing.
needs to be
Yeah.
comfortable. They need to be comfortable. And yeah, like you just said, storyline for Martell. So I'm glad you brought it up. I didn't want to. Well, it's not like I didn't want to. I really wanted the discussion from you guys to see your thoughts, but that was my initial thought. That's a member of production. But go
And
ahead,
yeah,
Bev.
and I believe that they told him to wear that ring so they have something else to talk about. A lot
Mhm.
of this stuff is fake and foolery. Um, and let's talk about Kimmy and Maurice. Lord Jesus, help me. If I hear one more time about her, JJ, and his libido or whatever,
Wooch.
I'm gonna break the TV. I am so sick of her. She is super glued to dumb, stupid, and crazy. You know, what they call her, a pick me. And if you feel like he is undermining you with his ex-wife and his child, why
Mhm.
stay in it? I feel like in the years to come, he's going to leave her. Um, I don't know how many years they've been married, but like someone wrote in the comments earlier, after 10 years, he can divorce her, get somebody younger, and take her for half of whatever she got. Um, Marsau and Tisha, I think that was a fake too. That was fake because, like someone say, and I agree with LaDon, her initial commentary. Why would you go to a room with no clothes, no, only but what you got on your back? And I don't know if Marcel was drunk or whatever, but yeah, that was fake. They planned that out before it was shown on camera. I believe that this was acting or so-called acting. Um, Nell and Fletcher, Jesus Christ. I don't think that Nell really know what a friend is. Why they keep going over rehashing this Mel cheated. Everybody and their mama know that Mel has not cheated. Um, Stormy and Bigham, they
Mm-mm.
shouldn't have even came there. They shouldn't have even came there because, like you said, she
What you call them, Bev? What you call them?
Bigham,
Said
Bigham.
big 'em. Oh my gosh, big 'em.
They shouldn't have even came. And
Shout.
that lady Lindsay, that's old news about her. She's been following Marceau since the movie theater, Monaco. Then she
Huh?
worked. Yeah, that's old news. I
Wait,
don't.
say that
Somebody
again.
brought it.
Say that again. Say that
That is
again
old
for me.
news about this lady Lindsay, the white chick.
Oh.
That is old news. That is not new.
Mm.
That's been going around for the longest. She's in the picture with them when they took this fake picture, like they were working on a hotel. She was in there and the guy was in there. If you go, I can't think of her last name, but if you go to her Facebook, you can see her bio.
Okay.
She's been following Marceau for years. So
Yeah, I ain't
they say
too
that's who
shy.
he's cheating with. And I, in my heart, Lord forgive me, I don't think Tisha and Marceau are together. Um,
Uh-huh.
Tisha plays stupid, but she ain't stupid. She know how her old man been cheating, been running around. sh- You know, I can't prove it, but I bet she go to the doctor a lot. You know, um, because they were saying she has an odor. I don't know if that's true or not. That's a rumor. Um,
Uh-uh.
she goes to the. I believe that because I heard this is a rumor that one of them had STD.
No,
It's
no, no.
been a couple of months
No, no,
ago.
no, no, no. Hey, Bev, we,
Uh huh.
we gonna keep that on up off of here. We don't know for
Okay.
sure. So let's go
Sorry,
ahead.
but that's a
Okay.
rumor that a disease.
Uh-huh.
Kimmy's sick because of what she been going through with lemon head, lemon drop, or whatever you want to call them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand how she can take it. And at being a nurse, you should know that stress can make you ill. It can make you ill. It can come in any kind of form. And I don't understand why she have her chest out all the time. If maybe that, I don't know what's the reason behind that. Maybe that makes her feel good. I don't know. But yeah, Kiki, I heard that she was invited, but she didn't go to the lounge when they was passing out the hats because she couldn't be in a bar environment or something. I'm not sure of that, but that's what I heard.
Uh-huh.
But it seemed like she wasn't invited. And why are you calling Nell to see if you can come? Why don't you stay your thirsty behind at home?
All right,
Um,
2 minutes, Bev. 2 minutes. Go ahead.
yeah, and I don't blame Melody. I would have left and went to a hotel too. That's it. That's all.
That's it. Ooh, chow. Bev, give me a warning, sis. Bev came in with all the info. Do you hear me? Great comments, Bev. Bev got the inside and outside scoop, okay? And yeah, we heard some things out in these streets, but thank you for understanding that I wanted to keep that part out of it. I agree with you on a whole lot, a whole lot. So next time when we not on a time constraint here, we'll get into all of that a little deeper. Bev, you remember the Cutie Crew? We
No,
got a
I'm
lot.
not.
Okay. I was just wondering, but I'm writing that down too. We got a lot to discuss when it comes to some of these things from this episode. But thank you, Bev. Let me read a couple comments first. Let me acknowledge the super chat from Squarebiz. Squarebiz said, if Martell, why am I here? Hold on, Squarebiz. If Martell informed the host before the trip, will that have been okay to bring the woman? I would say so, but I think the host would have told him no. But, yeah, communication, I think they would have even said, that may not be a good idea. For those of us that I think we know Martell. I'm one of them. A lot of us are. Martell did that. If it wasn't a member of production, which I think that, but if it was somebody that he brought in that house, he did that to make Mel look bad. Because the average woman, I know all of us say we cool, calm, and collected and all of that. The average woman would have went off, especially with the current temperature that was going on at that time. Revenge P, this or that. So I think it would have been normal, in my opinion, if Mel did have a reaction, even though she over him. We know that. But to answer your question, Square Biz, I think yes, but I also think if it's that serious, go ahead and get you a room. You know, go and get a room. Have some respect. Because we know if the shoe was on the other foot and it was Mel that had brought a man up in that house, Martell would have had a fit. And we already heard how Martell has had several fits. And they had to hold him back and all of this. So, yeah, we ain't going to play them type of games. And it was a cast trip. Cast. And the other cast members, if they were able to get down and get dirty and with their spouses at night, that's because they are a part of the cast and they are married. Even if you wasn't married on the cast, if both were a part of the cast, girlfriend and boyfriend, they could have did what they did. Martell could have held off till he took his arse back home to the person that got everything waiting for him. I was about to go a little deeper, a little raw, and I ain't even gonna say that. But yeah, he could have waited. But thank you, Square Biz, for the super chat.
Plenty dollars. Can we get?
Thank you for saying that, Red Ann. How are we connecting them? Because I did ask, I think her name was Tamika. Let me make sure, and then we moving on. We got about 8 minutes left. Tamika said, because I had the same question. Mel has asked us to release her from this man, and that's what we should do. He was a jerk and disrespectful to the house slash Kaz, but I don't understand how and why we are again connecting them. Drop down, Tamika, let me know. Because the only thing that's being discussed over here really is the episode.
And we
So
agree.
and we agree. But if you speaking about the cast or the show, the producers and Carlos Kane, that's them. That ain't we and us. So let me know. Anyway, we gonna go ahead and move on. QT, you are up. We got about 10 minutes left. So QT, if you can try to give us your thoughts in about four-ish. Hate to rush you, but I was going for an hour and a half, and we had 2 hours and a half. Go ahead, QT.
You mentioned my comment. I was saying when he was talking about people cheating and how women are conniving or whatever, I said Martell was projecting his mess and his baby mama's mess on other people. That's what I was
Yeah.
meant to say.
Okay.
Because she surely did. Well, I'm not talking about the child, but she did trap him. She did do what she did. So anyway, my other comment is about production. We know production is shady. We know production it has them doing, gives them an outline of what they need to do, and they can figure out how to complete the assignment. I think that Martell is a major troll. All the men on this show are. Martell is a major troll, and his duty is to get on Mel's nerves and to cause a little bit of, I guess, if not chaos, then that's definitely some dysfunction. That's what he's good at. As for Nell, I think Nell is also doing what she's been tasked to do for production, but I also feel like they are pointing out also some of the ridiculousness of Martell. I know that they are going back and saying something to Mel, and that's irritating. But I also think that because they have been their mentors and their, couple counselors, they're also pointing out the ridiculousness of Martell and his feelings with regards to his marriage and Mel. Because as we're about to see him bringing up cheating, Nell is confused, like that has never been brought up before. If y'all were talking about everything in your marriage, how come it's never been brought up before? Hello.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I was making sure I didn't get cut off.
Mm-hmm.
So I just think I find that interesting. I don't think Nell is a fake friend because I believe what Melody is saying, which she said she and Nell are good friends, they're close, whatever. But we'll see. I mean, if Mel comes back and says something different, but right now I'm going off of what she said. And I think she understands how the game is played and that Nell and Chris are doing what they're on the show to do, and also being a close couple to both of them. They can kind of
Mm-hmm.
add a depth to it that Tisha and Marsau and the rest of them can't because they
Mm-hmm.
weren't their couples counselor type deal. Um, Also, I will say this. Mel and Martell was enjoying a little bit. They were enjoying the drama that was going on with the group. I feel like they were.
Mm-hmm.
Mel was throwing her little zingers, and I can't even be mad at her because everybody surely did during her times of trouble. And even when after they separated, calling her a dark heart and all this other stuff. And so I think Mel enjoyed throwing her little shade out there. But I also want to bring out that it's funny how she was empathetic to both Tisha and Kimmy with
Yeah.
regards to how they felt about their husbands not protecting them or putting
Mm-hmm.
them out there and saying, yeah, I know how that feels. And I also, yes, that's kind of a zinger to them too, because it's like when it was me, nobody
Yep.
was understanding, but I can say I understand how y'all feel because it happened to me. I just
Fact.
want y'all to know that.
Mm-hmm.
And she was also giving them food for thought, like kind of not saying it, but being like, why are you accepting it? The problem is is this how he really feels since he thinks it, and this is what he's saying. Pay attention to what's being said. But they're going to protect their husbands, and I mean, as a wife, there is a certain level of that. I get it. Being a wife myself. But yeah, it was just real interesting. And then Tisha would turn around after defending Tisha. Tisha would turn around, do what she does best, and that's why some of us are irritated with Tisha. That's why some of us don't like her.
Mm.
Martell, he definitely was not there to, be an agent of understanding, talking to them, Marceau, being like, you will, yeah, she must have cheated. I'm like, why are you listening to him of all people? But whatever. And finally, Scott 1.0. I do believe that this was a cooked up storyline. However, I do believe that it went left, and I think it went left when Marceau brought in that he could actually accuse her of cheating. I think that's when Tisha was like broke, broke character, and was like, "What?"
Mhm.
And I think shaming her in that way, or embarrassing her, putting her in the spot in that way, when she has been defending him against cheating allegations, I think that hit something with her. Because this man has been yeah, that word, and embarrassing her all
Mhm.
through this entire series, and she has put up with it. But I think that was the limit for her, because
Mm.
she prides herself in being a wife, and being
Does.
there for her family. So for you to then be like, well, I think that you would cheat, I think that struck something real deep in her. I
Mhm.
just do. And he always does that to her. Just like last year when he struck that
30
with
seconds, 30
with
seconds,
Mel,
30
talking about,
seconds,
are you
30
playing the jealous wife? When he
QT,
knows.
QT,
Oh,
QT.
sorry. Yes.
30 seconds, 30 seconds. Go ahead.
So
30
yeah,
seconds.
that's it. That's it.
Oh no, I want you to finish your last point.
No, that's it. That was it. I just think
You
he struck something in her with that.
Oh, okay. Yep, and that's why it seemed authentic to me. That's why that seemed real. And I've been saying fake news for months. But something struck a nerve. I totally agree with you. QT, you gotta hit this panel often. Great, excellent points, actually better than great. That you made. But this was a great episode because look at the discussion that we all are having. This has been really, really good. And
Well, thank you for having me. I appreciate
you
it.
are welcome. You're welcome. Thank you, QT. All right. Let's see. Was QT? Oh no, Lord, BLS gonna kill me. Do you hear me? So, BLS people keep dropping down, which moves you all in the order. And I was just about to say, oh, it's only Red and left, so we done. And child, BLS would have had a fit. So BLS says I'm gonna give you a couple extra minutes since I skipped you. My apologies. Your thoughts on the episode?
Hey, Chit Chat. Hey, everybody on
Hey.
the panel.
Hey.
I I am I
BLS,
got
your
you know.
volume is a little low. Volume a little
Okay, let me
low.
turn it up.
I,
Okay,
I
can you
can
hear
probably
me better now?
that's better, but let me adjust it. I can adjust you all's mics as well. Let me turn you up on my end. Go ahead.
Okay. Um, well, I see this the whole pregnancy thing. Now, I don't know if anybody recalls, but I want to challenge everybody to go look at the conversation with the men. They got Martell, excuse me, they have Marsau seated in the center, and everybody like kind of crowded around him. That particular scene, and he got a cigar in his mouth. I think they were playing Bones, and that's dominoes for folks who don't call it Bones. Um, and when he was talking about, they were talking about the whole pregnancy thing. Every accusation that they have made against Mel and Martell is what came out of Marceau's mouth. How he explained it, And even how he was raising his eyebrows and looking, I don't know if he was looking at production across the way, but I think it's a cooked up story for them to take shots at Mel and our sweet baby. I'm not calling her name, but y'all know who I'm talking about, our niece.
Okay, wait.
And
I need you to say all of that if you don't mind again for me because I missed everything and you ending it off with our niece. So
okay,
can you say that again for me?
absolutely. The scene where they were sitting at the table, Marsau was smoking a cigar. He was center focus in camera. So I'm checking out everything. I see and hear stuff most people don't. And what he said when he was talking, it was the language that he was using. The language that Wanda Beast used as it
Okay.
relates to, yes, and then all of those things that they have said already is what he said out of his mouth last night as it relates to um, his wife supposedly being pregnant. I said, now wait a minute. And so I don't know if Martell caught it or if he was raising his eyebrows like, is this nigga, excuse me, sorry about that. Is this man gonna catch me, coming for him? Or if he was looking across at production or what he was doing.
Okay.
But it's a game. And I feel like and I also feel like they have come after Kiki. That's my biggest issue with having a 1.0 and a 1.2
Yep.
because it's lopsided. They gon' always bind together.
But let
And
me say this.
they gonna work.
Let me say this real
Sure.
quickly. It's been lopsided,
Mm-hmm.
and they did the same
Oh
thing
yeah,
to Mel. Go
well,
ahead.
absolutely. And yes, and that was one of the statements that I made in that 100th episode thing that I did. I said it's too Scott top heavy. I said
Yep.
we got the mama and we got 1.0 and 2.0. We got too many. I said that then. And
Me
see,
too.
and what Carlos said in his statement when he was challenging everybody to tell him, well, tell me what's wrong. Tell me what's wrong. Everybody was saying fake storylines and all of that stuff. And it's too top heavy. That ain't the first time that he have heard Scott top heavy because they make alliances with each other and then they stick to it. And I just got another point, and this point is about Kiki. Now, they require the most out of Melody. He has been violent to Melody and her crew, her posse, whatever you call it, her entourage, excuse me, and her entourage. And she is required to, she has the option to show up to work every day. That's how Carlos likes to phrase it or frame it. But there has been no consideration for how showing up to work will impact her. But they want us, on this other hand, to, no, Kiki can't come. Kiki don't drink. She threw water. It was not a drink. It wasn't acid. It was water. And she was being, she said she was sorry and she, kind of overreacted. But if you guys look back at that scene, she was sitting there trying to have a conversation and they were talking like what nobody talking. They were ignoring her like, and she's sitting there trying to have a conversation and she just got pissed. And she explained, when she got pissed. And no, we don't always make, the right choices and the right decisions, especially depending on where we are. But they have been at her since she came on the show. And I want to say this: Brown Skin Girl did thingy, and she asked a question. She said, "Where did Kiki lie?" And towards the end of her video, she was saying that she can see that there is some animus between Marsau and Kiki. In their exchange on Facebook, Kiki said, "I'm with Terry, and and F the family." And so brown skinned girl said, I like context clues. So she went back and it came from that movie Soul Food. And Terry was in that situation on Soul Food. Somebody tried to get with the cousin or something like that. And so she has said allegedly, and in her opinion, Kiki got something on him. And so I think he still resents Mel. That's why he's taking a shot at Mel. And this whole paternity thing, when y'all go back and watch that and you hear the words that he said, they're the same thing that they've been saying about Mel and Martell and our sweet baby. And so I was like, no, he didn't. And when I told y'all how dangerous he is how easily he can lie and do things, and his deceit in trying to sell this, like Tisha pregnant, all of them knew about it. Because they had Kimmy come to the thing. Girl, what's that? I mean, to help her get the whole story out that she got a pregnancy test. And why in the world would you take a pregnancy test at a Yoni place unless you were doing it to be seen? And so it is a way for them to introduce and to keep that story alive. And him to take shots at Mel and Martell. But Martell, he's so stupid. Excuse me, y'all. But I feel it that deep.
2 minutes, BLS, and then BLS, hold on. 2 minutes, and then we're going to listen to the scene. So 2 minutes. Go ahead with the rest of your thoughts, and then we're going to listen to that scene.
That's it. That was the biggest thought that I had. And I just knew somebody was going to say it. And it was like, I know I ain't the only one heard and seen that. Okay. But I'm done. So go ahead. Let's play the scene.
All right. Let's
Thank
take
you,
a
Chit
listen.
Chat. Thank you, everyone.
You're welcome. She said Martell is just stupid. Yes, Tynesha, just stupid, child. All right. We're going to go from the beginning. Thank you, BLS. Thank you to the panel. You guys are welcome to stay up here if you like. But we're going to go ahead and take a listen to this scene. And what we will do is take another listen tomorrow during Huntsville Happening. We will recap the whole big thing that went on with Marsau and Kiki over the weekend. BLS is absolutely right. And I said it earlier. Although he basically stood up for Mel in this episode, as far as let's cut this out when it comes to Mel and Martell, he was definitely taking shots at Mel on Facebook, via Kiki. So we'll do that in the Power Hour tomorrow. It will be 12:30 Central. Let me make sure to write that down. I'll make sure that's what we are discussing. Marsau and Kiki. Hold on. And this scene. Dominoes. All right, let's take a listen, guys. And after this, we're gonna be up out of here. But let's go. Let me Friday at 9/8 Central on OWN. You guys let me know. I'm gonna pause it. Let me know if you can hear this good. Oh boy, you don't know nothing about no dice. Oh boy, I'm good. How's the volume, guys?
It's good, but it could be a little louder.
Okay. Yeah, turn it up a little bit.
It's all the way. This is all the way.
It's
Hold
good.
on. Hold on. I'm gonna do something. Let me grab a little sound thing. Hold on. Disconnect this from one device to this one, but let me turn this on to see if this will allow me to connect it here. If not, I gotta go back to my iPad and disconnect it. Let's see. Let me go to my settings real quick. Settings. This is the CANS 808. Let me check. Bluetooth. CANS. Hold on, guys. It is connected. There we go. There we go. All right. And I could have just connected my doggone echo behind me. But anyway, let me go back. This way I'll be able to turn it up much louder. I'm going to put this. Oh, shoot. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Okay. So, if you can mute, I hear somebody driving. BLS, that's you. Mute, please.
I'm
So we
sorry, you
all can
guys.
hear. That's okay. All right, here we go, guys.
It's not okay. It's not a thing that's okay. What would y'all do that situation? How about communicate with her in reference to why she took the test? I did. Okay, then why does it have to be an argument, ongoing argument? She's not pregnant. It's a thought of. It's you. She took a pregnancy test and she thought she was pregnant. Under what grounds was she going to be pregnant if Marsau cannot produce children? I get it. So flex. If I came to the house and I came in and I said, let me take a test because I may have an STD. Oh, it's negative. Well, how do you think you had one? How do you think you have one if you haven't been doing something that can get you one? What do you think is more probable? That your wife cheated or your vasectomy didn't work? Yeah, cheated. So we can look at the facts right now. I'm saying the facts, right? That's probability. Okay, what's more probable? I said she didn't consider probability. She considered possibility. I consider probability. No, we immediately consider.
Okay, just pausing for the sake of own. But real quick, you guys hear that much better, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, all right. All right, we're gonna go ahead and continue.
She says, you'd be surprised how many people have babies after they've had vasectomies. I'm like, be surprised how many wives have babies on their husbands. A lot more. A lot more. Yeah. I think any man in this situation.
All right, and now I'm gonna stop it right there because BLS, I think that's what you were talking about, right? You'll be surprised how many wives have babies on their husbands.
Yes, he said that, and then he said, and then the baby ends up looking like the other guy.
All right, so let me
So
continue.
when you continue, you'll hear.
Hold on. We're gonna continue to play it. But I'm gonna say for the first part, I think just me, he was making his point as far as the way that he's feeling about the possibility that Tisha could have cheated. So let me hear the other side. You guys in the chat, let me know what you feel about that. If you guys think he was really taking a dig after we play this last part of this.
Tripping right now. And there's nothing wrong with that. And now she's not pregnant. So he'll never know. He would never know if she cheated him. Women are good. Women are really good.
Now I want to pause right there because on that part, I feel like Martell was taking a dig, because we all know that he tried to act like she had a procedure male done before, something like that. And yeah, that is what it is. But let's listen.
And the experience of being pregnant, she based her decision off of the way that she was feeling. It would be different if I just randomly took a pregnancy test and she wasn't sick and she didn't feel the way that she felt before. It's embarrassing, right? That's what we'll go with. It's not more embarrassing. It's more like waking up to the possibility of I have to make decisions. It's not that, Marcel. It is. You're making it that though, but it's not. I think you're making it more than what I would. It should be. At the end of the day, I'm saying if yours is valid, I understand her mistake though. But you have to understand something, man. And the question asked was, hey, do you trust your wife? Right? There are some things that we've done in our life when we were young, when we were in love, when we said all different things that said, hey, listen, I promise this. You feel me? And that has to make you rethink everything that you thought was forever. And it's a sad revelation when you wake up to something that's just different than you thought it was. then you thought it would ever be. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. You walk in the house, and the whole time you're coming in, you know what you're thinking about? Tomorrow, I'm gonna hit the gym. Maybe I got this right here, but now she tells you this, and you got to go to bed wondering, does she love me? Is it all a lie?
Pause real quick, because we got a couple more seconds in that scene. I want to read Mixie Legend. Mixie said he did say a lot, but I didn't state. I think you mean equate. I'm not sure. It to male, but let me re-listen. I feel the same way so far. Teresa said, I don't think he was taking a dig at Mel and our niece. So far, I don't either. I don't think this would be in a relationship that blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that sounded like a shot at Mel. And who's to say Martell dumb arse isn't in on it? Martell took a shot at Mel for sure in his confessional. But we will continue.
I do not have time to know. So I wish that somebody so basically she's gonna tell you facts. Don't tell me the night of. Look, you know what? I was just sleeping with someone 1 hour ago. I think there's a saying that goes, ignorance is bliss. And right now I would much rather be blissful. And I wish I could rewind time when Tisha didn't tell me that she took the pregnancy test. Look, bro, I don't know, man. I'm like a little lost. And so I'm kind of one of the things that, all right, man, I'm about to get these points right here, though. No, you got 3 or 4. You got 3 or 4, man. You got 3 or 4 reasons. You goddamn right. I got 3 or 4. I'm out. All right.
So he didn't say anything about a baby. Where's BLS? BLS, you here?
He did.
I am here. I heard him say very specifically that he used that same language as it relates to things that they have said about Mel. I will look at it again and I will send it to you and give you, because I may have the incorrect scene. But
I heard it.
I thought it was at that.
LaDon, it wasn't in what I just played, though.
Yes, it was. And he changed his voice when he said it. He was like, and the baby come out looking like the other guy. He said it.
Okay,
right
thank
in this
you.
one.
Thank
right
you.
here.
Yes. So run that back. Yes.
We running
Okay,
it back.
I did hear that part.
Hold on. Calm down. Hold on. We gonna run it back. We gonna run it back.
Whoever
and this is
heard
it.
too.
This is it. After this, we done. But
And
for
chit
those
chat.
of us that want to hear, we gonna
Listen
run this
to the
whole.
tone when he say it. Listen to the tone and the way he was saying
I'm
it.
gonna listen and look. So hold on.
That's what I was going to say. Look at that body language. That's what let me know he was
I want to
taking a
hear
shot.
though. What I'm looking for is to hear. But give me a second. We gonna take it back. Give me a second. Let me make sure I started at the beginning of this scene, which I believe I did because they was walking in and sit down. So hold on, I'm gonna take it back a little more. And let's see. Okay, so nope, that's Mel them in a jacuzzi. So I'm gonna go back. All right, real quick. For those of you that's in the chat, hopefully you guys will stay and listen again. But if not, I totally understand. Currently, we have 644 people. If you have not hit the like button, please go ahead and hit that like button. Thank you guys again for joining me. I will say goodbye again after this, but we will discuss this tomorrow. So we at 2 hours and 47 minutes. That's it. That's all. But let's see. Here we go.
What was y'all doing that situation? How about communicate with her in reference to why she took the test? I did. Okay, then why does there have to be an ongoing argument about it? She's not pregnant. It's the thought of. It's you. She took a pregnancy test because she thought she was pregnant. Under what grounds was she going to be pregnant if Marsau cannot produce children? I get it. So flex. If I came to the house and I came in and I said, let me take a test because I may have an STD. Oh, it's negative. Well, how do you think you had one? How do you think you have one if you haven't been doing something that could get you one? What do you think is more probable? That your wife cheated or your vasectomy didn't work. Yeah, cheated. We can look at the stats right now. Though. I'm telling you, I'm saying the stats right now. That's probability. Okay, what's more probable? I look at the probability. I said she didn't consider probability. She considered.
I'm pausing. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. We listening. I'm listening intensely. Do you hear me? And looking. Hold on. Here we go.
I consider probability. No, we immediately consider probability. She says, you'd be surprised how many people have babies after they've had vasectomies. I'm like, be surprised how many wives have babies on the husband. A lot more. A lot more. Yeah. I think any man in his situation.
Pause. He said a lot more. That's what he said right there. What's that?
Wait,
I don't think he
but
said
this
it
is
yet.
He said
Well,
a
and
lot
that was
more.
the
Hold
shock.
on.
Okay.
I paused there for a second because that's where they're talking about the babies. And whatever Martell said, Marsau said a lot more. So I just want to say what I just heard that he sort of mumbled. Let's listen. Now we are at the part, I am SKR, where Martell is in his confessional. He took a dig and listened to it. Here we go.
Will be tripping right now. And there's nothing wrong with that. And now she's not pregnant. So he'll never know. He would never know if she cheated or not. Women are good. Women are really good. Tisha's already had the experience of being pregnant. She based her decision off of the way that she was feeling. It would be different if I just randomly took a pregnancy test and she wasn't sick and she didn't feel the way that she felt before. It's embarrassing, right? That's what we'll go with. It's not more embarrassing. It's more like waking up to the possibility of I have to make decisions. It's not that, Marcel. It is. You're making it that though, but it's not. I think you're making it more than what I would think it should be. At the end of the day, I'm saying that yours is valid. Understand her mistake though. You have to understand something, man. And the question asked was, hey, do you trust your wife? All right. There are some things that we've done in our life when we were young, when we were in love, when we said all the different things that said, hey, listen, I promise this. You feel me? Mm-hmm. And that has to make you rethink everything that you thought was forever. And it's a sad revelation when you wake up to something that's just different than you thought it was, than you thought it would ever be. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. You walk in the house and the whole time you're coming in, you know what you're thinking about? What? Oh, I got work tomorrow. Oh, I want to hit the gym. Maybe I got this right here. But now she tells you this. And you got to go to bed wondering, does she love me? Is it all a lie? That's why you don't want to know? I do not. I don't have time to know. And so I wish that somebody. So basically, if she's gonna tell you fast. Don't tell me the night of. No, you know what? I was just sleeping with someone 1 hour ago. I think there's a saying that goes, "Ignorance is bliss." And right now, I would much rather be blissful. And I wish I could rewind time when Tisha didn't tell me that she took a pregnancy test. Look, bro, I don't know, man. I'm like a little lost, and so I'm kind of want to think it through. All right, man, I'm about to get these points and get out of here.
All right. That's it. That's all. Marsau did not say it. Now, BLS, what I want you to do. Who is that?
LaDawn, chit chat.
What you say?
We on 3 hours and something. We gotta go, but please, sister, when we get off, listen to it again.
I just listened twice.
No,
He mumbled it. You didn't let him finish.
He did not. I'm looking at his lips. So you guys look at it. We're gonna discuss it tomorrow. I am looking intensely.
He said it, and I know
He did not.
Yeah.
He did not. Well, not in mine. Now, if they plan different episodes everywhere, I don't know. I'm just and you guys know we just doing a debate. In this, what I just played twice, he did not say it.
He
and
said
I'm not
it
trying
right
to
then.
stick up. Hold on. I'm not trying to stick up for Marsau. In this, he did not say it. Not only am I playing it, I am looking at all of them sit at this table. each and every one of them. So
Yes.
BLS, hit me up on Instagram. Send me a clip, ma'am, so we can have that. Because if so, we
Okay.
gonna tear his, if so, we gonna tear his arse up. But as for tonight, I just watched it
Okay.
twice live. I didn't hear it. Peaceful
Can I say
Journey.
one thing,
Okay.
Chit Chat?
Peaceful
Can I just say
Journey
one
didn't
thing?
hear it.
Now,
Go
he
ahead.
said the baby will come and not look like the father. He said something like that.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
heard it
I didn't
twice.
Who said it?
unless
He
yeah,
absolutely
unless
he
hold
absolutely
on, hold
did.
on, hold on, hold on, because we had 3 hours. Unless they showed that in a trailer or whatever on my direct TV, I didn't hear it or see it. So I'm not saying you guys are wrong. I'm just saying for the both times that we just listened to this, I didn't hear it. Couple people in the chat is saying that they heard it, and I'm gonna do this as soon as I get off. I promise you, because you guys know I take notes. Not much get past me. I may not put some things in my notes to try to shorten my recap, but I look intensely and listen intensely, and that's why I wanted to do this live, because I wanted to, just go back and see what BLS was saying. So I'm not saying he didn't say it. I didn't hear it. Teresa Wright didn't hear it. Simply Beautiful said what? This is the Love and Marriage Huntsville historian right here. Simply Beautiful. Can you let us know? Did you hear Marsau say what he said, BLS?
You want me to talk?
Yes, ma'am. Can you let Simply Beautiful know
Oh,
exactly what Marsau said?
okay. He made the initial comment about women. It's more highly probable. Well, y'all heard the one part where he took a
Uh-huh.
shot at Mel, and then there was a part in there when he said, "And the baby come looking like the other guy, not looking, looking like the other guy, or something like that." I was like, "What?"
Yeah, he
Okay.
And
did
I
say
So
said,
that.
we are all right. Well,
and
I'm
I
gonna
said,
listen again. Hold on, BLS.
"Okay,
Because we got to get out of here, child. I'm gonna listen to it again, but I'm gonna say just my only opinion. I respect yours. I don't think he was taking a shot at Mel, like I just
understood."
mentioned a couple. Right, but you do, and that's fine. Everybody, we all got a right to our own opinion. Please send it to me. Yes, Peaceful Journey. Ladon, you send it to me, sis, or BLS, you
You
send it
know
to me,
I don't know
sis.
how to do that type of stuff.
Oh, okay, okay. But yeah, I even just let me go to, because that was the end of the scene. Marcel got up and left, and now I just fast forwarded, and he and Tisha in the bedroom. I didn't hear it. I didn't hear it.
Oh,
Sis, did
and
you
and
hear
chit
it?
chat.
Pink Diva, did you hear it? Simply Beautiful. Where's Simply? Simply, I need your answer. Did you hear Marcel say, kind of mumble under his breath, and what you say he said, and the baby don't come out looking like you or something?
Well, the
Looking like
Baby,
baby come out looking like the other guy is what
yes.
he
baby
said.
coming. See, ain't no way I would
And
have missed that.
that's what Wanda Beast. That's what
We know
Wanda
that's what
Beast
Wanda
was.
said. We know that's what Wanda said, but there's no way I would have missed that. No way. Now, Martell definitely was throwing shade at Mel in his confessional,
Him
because
too.
again, with the alleged that Cole Sliden came out and said, well, she had one too.
Mm.
Martell tried to make it seem like Mel had one because she was cheating, and the baby probably wouldn't have been his. So Martell was definitely throwing shade. I didn't see it. I'm not saying that you guys didn't.
Is he
I'm not
saying
saying that
is he saying that about all the side chicks, ones that she didn't keep?
I don't know, child, but I do know this. We out of here. I'm ready, and we ain't about to do that, sis.
Ooh,
three
y'all a
hours.
mess. Y'all are a
We
mess.
look. I will be scheduling. Okay, Simply Beautiful. Please watch. And BLS. I know a lot of you guys are at work when I do my power hours. Power hour tomorrow will be at 12:30. And I promise you this: if I gotta click 10 seconds, stop, click, stop, click, stop, I will have my answer by power hour.
And
And
you
if
better not
Marceau
throw a shoe.
if Marceau said that, I'm throwing everything, LaDon, okay? It will be in the title, okay? But I just want to make sure that Tamika, he changed his voice, but I was also looking at his mouth. It didn't move. So, y'all know how we get down over here, but I also want to make sure that it was correct. So I'm not saying BLS is wrong, wrong. Hannah Grace say she heard it. I will watch it again after this live. But to the panel, we had 2 hours, 59 minutes, 17, 18, 19, 20 seconds. You guys
Good
do
night,
this
everyone.
every
Good
time.
night, y'all.
You guys do this to me every time. I love you guys.
Love y'all too.
Y'all don't let me do no y'all don't let me do no
Good
power hours in the
night.
evening. Yeah, y'all don't let me do no power hours in the evening, child. Y'all
Good
okay with
night.
me in the
Oh, we
afternoon?
got time. We have
Yeah,
time at night.
yeah, we got time today, okay? But I love it. BLS, send
Love
it
y'all
to
too.
me.
Thank you,
Send it
Chit
to me
Chat.
on
Y'all
Instagram,
have a good
okay?
night, ladies.
Okay,
Welcome.
we'll
Love
do.
y'all. Have a good
Good
night,
night.
Red Ann and BLS. Lil Dawn, thank you. Hannah, thank you. Child, did I write down who was on my panel? Jacqueline, was it Jackie Shockley? Child, I'm sorry. It's Chrissy Time was up here. BLS, everybody. I'm sorry because since I didn't write it down, I don't want to miss everybody. But the chat, Cricket, I didn't see you. Hey, Cricket. Hey, Ernestine. Thank you, Mixie. Oh, love you too. I promise you I do. Aquarius, good night. Good night to the livest. I said it. Chats on YouTube. Period. Point blank. Thank you guys. Again, thank you to all who reached out to me as well when it comes to chit chat, having to come out here and show her arse in a respectful way yesterday. I got a lot of messages, a lot of messages. And the only reason why I clicked a lot of them because it was in regards to that live. So I thank each and every one of you. I'm just gonna say this, child. I ain't gonna say the name, but one of my sis sent me an inbox. Please don't stop saying Don Michelle. That's what the devil want. That's what the devil want. And I said, no, ma'am. I do not want to have Don mixed up in all this BS. Well, baby, when I talk to Dawn, she's ready to kick my ass. So look, I love me some Dawn. I'm still gonna try to not trigger anybody, but I wasn't saying I was done with Dawn under no circumstances. And Dawn ain't having it. So we'll talk about that in a couple more weeks, and you guys are, we'll talk about that. So yeah, it wasn't like that. It was so chit chat wouldn't have to show her earth. Thank you, Lord. Let me say thank you, Lord, real quick. I prayed yesterday morning, baby, because baby, good child. I have grown. That's all I gotta say. I'm so proud of myself. I'm over here patting myself on the back because a few short years ago, baby, ooh child. But anyway, thank you guys again, each and every one of you, for reaching out to me. And thank you for the support. Thank you guys for handling yourselves like a class act. Thank you, Mixie Legend. It's not only me, it's how we get down over here. We get down over here, and I appreciate it. It's enough mess in the world. We ain't got to do it over here. We ain't going to do it over here. So shout out again to all the content creators. Hannah Grace, Pink Table Topics, was trending, was here earlier. It's Christy time. Couple more people I can't even remember, so you guys know. But make sure you guys are subscribed to them. And yeah, sis, we gotta meet so we can meet this week. Have us a little live. But I thank you, sis. I love you so very much. Okay. Love each and every one of you. I hope you guys have a great night. I'm gonna try to be consistent with power hours this week, but your girl go on vacation Thursday afternoon, and your girl don't go back to the gig until the new year. So yeah, I got a hump at work. So we'll see about the power hours, but we're gonna have one tomorrow for sure because SKR, love you, good night. Because BLS then came down here and dropped it like it was hot, baby. Thank you, sis. SKR say we classy, but we can roll up. Oh, facts. Flashlight. Look at SKR thugging it out. Don't get it twisted. Don't get me started, SKR. Pull it back. Let me pull it back. Let me pull it back. SKR about to ready to bring, girl, look, I'm gone. Love y'all. Thank you again to each and every one of you. Hope you got, and thank you, Ernestine. I had to, it is what it is. Hopefully, I see videos still up. I don't even care. Don't make another. That's all I'm asking. Please. That's all I'm asking. But it's all good. All right, guys. I shall chat with you guys tomorrow during, why is this here? Let me remove this. I will chat with you guys tomorrow during, that's how sleepy I am, power hour, real quick. I am ready, and you know what? I am tired because, baby, I broke down that garage today. I got 2 vehicles filled with stuff that I was going to try to do a garage sale. I said, Goodwill, here we come. So my garage looking good. It's looking emptier, preparing for this big move. So I'm going straight to bed after I take a shower. So thank you for that, Red Ann. Thank you to the chat. Love you guys. And I shall chat with you guys soon. Bye. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat, chit chat, chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat, chit chat, chit chat with QT.